dismembered it and put it in the graveyard.
What card was it?
It was a spell card.
That card strikes me as slow versus you.
It's alright. I got a ding.
We are technically alive.
I'm changing no behaviors.
I think that's fine. Don't think the behaviors need to be changed. I'm going to check one thing, which is... Ooh, that's not a good view for that.
I'll send a tweet too. I'll reach several humans. Possibly.
So, if you open my stream, I added an add-on so you can click a button that shows you the deck list.
That seems a reasonable thing to add.
It's actually pretty nice. I found it when I was watching Hookland. I'm like, what is this button? What does it do? And then I clicked on it and I'm like, oh, it shows the deck list. That's pretty nice.
Wait, whose stream is this from?
Hookland.
Oh, those Jarvis claps.
That's a lot of Jarvis claps from Josh. Josh just loves clapping.
Oh, that's fair. Alright, let's go beat some people up.
Alright.
It's been minutes since I got to hit someone.
Competitive Modern League.
Hey Josh, can you hear me on the stream? How's the volume? Jeez, look at all these decks you're on. What is it? Can you try have you considered winning?
No. Don't know what that is.
Alright, well, we'll fix that.
Hopefully.
How does it get 26 trophies? What does he do with this land?
Echoey? I'm going to turn it down a little bit. That guy is the Mardu guy, right? The Mardu Pyromancer deck?
I have no idea. The deck's unplayable.
Yeah, I think that deck is also not great, but...
Very bad.
Yes, I would like to play first. Alright, tell me if you would keep this hand.
No, I wouldn't mind.
Well,
okay.
This seems like a very obvious keep, right?
This is fine.
Territory.
It's not like amazing, but I mean, it's certainly a keep.
Territory name, human, play Vile.
I mean, obviously, yes, yeah, it's fine.
That deck was, it's streamdecker.com. I'll paste it real quick for your edification.
Oh man, edification.
Alright, so we said human. Oh nice,
Yeah.
it just tracks from your hand now. That's pretty nice. I suggested that feature like 1,000 years ago and they finally did it.
I remember you discovering this the last time we played this deck. It's an exciting world.
Torialist, probably Amulet.
Amulet, probably.
Yeah. Which means
You should create Ragsdale Freebooter. See what is up.
Oh, Bluetron. Your ancient enemy of Burn for 1.
Okay, so repeal, presumably.
Well,
Also write down his hand.
Yep. 2x, Condescend. Academy of Ruins.
His hand contains
It's not
2
possible.
copies of Admirchick, 1 copy of, what was that guy's name? Tiago Chan?
Tiago Chan, yes.
Yeah. 2 Yorchicks, 1 Chan, a tower, and ruins.
Do you think this guy will burn for 1 while playing Triskelion?
Not on this turn.
You can't burn for 1 anymore, sadly.
Don't tell me how to live my life. Alright, I would...
Wing humans means...
I mean, the only question is if we want the counter on our Hierarch or the counter on our Dallas Lieutenant. Because we're certainly casting Noble Hierarch and we're certainly violating a Dallas Lieutenant. I think we want it to be on our Thalia's Lieutenant. I think we violate the Lieutenant first. I mean, yeah, that's fine. Okay.
So,
yeah, just violate the Lieutenant and then cast Hierarch. And then bang him for 3.
Mega card around the idea of mana burn now. I have no idea. He could condescend for 1. We would pay off the unclaimed territory.
I mean, I can guarantee you the echo is not from my computer. So you should pay.
You like that?
There's nothing I can do about this.
Why is it? Okay. Hopefully the echo is fine now. Opponent topped. That can't be good for us.
And we're going to do the things that we can do, which involve attacking for 3.
And saying go.
And then next turn we're going to attack for approximately 1 million and hope that he dies. Cool.
So he topped repeal probably?
So now we have to do math. Well, I mean, we should. I don't know if you've drawn your card, but we should draw a card, and then we should do math. So if we cast Thalia, then we can attack for 5, and he goes to 12. And then his hand is, what do we know? Just the Condescend? We should know. We saw the 2
It's Condescend Snapcaster.
Okay, so we know 2 cards. So if we cast the Thalia, we attack for 5, he goes to 12, then we're showing 8 next turn.
Plus 4. So it's exactly
Well,
right?
that might not resolve. Like, he can Condescend for 2, and we can't currently get that through. And if we cast the Thalia's Lieutenant and the Ether Vial, then we hit him for 3, 7, and he goes to 10. That doesn't seem better to me. Were you angry when I beat you yesterday, Rankin? It seemed like you probably would be angry. But I don't know if you're the kind of person who gets angry. Anyway, I think you should cast Thalia and attack.
This Thalia?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that that's better than Lieutenant and thing. I mean, I can, like... I don't know what I can do about this Ledge Echo. We can, like... I can cycle the microphone.
Nah, it's probably on my end.
Yeah, I know. You drew perfect, and then still died.
Okay, so he's cracking map on his main phase to get a tapped Urza's Mine, so Thalia's Lieutenant actually kills him?
He's dead, right? We have 8 plus 8 dead. Okay. Fucking get out of our face. Yeah.
You can Condescend for 0. We'll pay 0. Okay, what do you want to do in this matchup?
So he's Bluetron, right?
Yep, he is Bluetron.
Sure exactly what the Bluetron does. Like, we want these Bobs, probably. How many artifacts does Bluetron play? Like, do we want this Renegade? They probably put, like, Oblivion Stone and...
They have O-Stone and sometimes Platinum Angel, so...
Do they have, like, Worm Coils? Like,
they do have Worm Coil.
In their deck?
They do have Worm Coil, so...
I mean, the Thingamabobber is pretty bad with Electromage. Those are probably all coming out. And then the question is, do we want, like, some angry 3-drop instead of, like Mirror is kind of bleh?
And I would guess we don't want Stony Silence.
Yeah, I don't think that we want Stony Silence.
I think Small Thalia...
I do not think that we should cut Thalia.
Yeah, this card seems great.
Thalia is unbelievable, and you should leave it in your deck. I, like, don't mind having 1 to 2 more 3s in your deck, but I'm not sure what the worst 2 is here. I sort of want all of these cards. You could also... Nah, I think Big Thalia is too good against non-basic land deck.
That's probably killed our opponent right there.
Yeah, let's just try this.
By the way, is the Echo still there?
Yeah, like I don't know what my options are for dealing with this.
Nah, it's not you, it's me. Also, Ling Humans refers to Matt Ling, who played a bunch of it.
Okay, well if it's still, let's like,
Echo City. Dang it. Well, we didn't have this problem before, did we? How about now?
are you recording audio on your streaming software, both like from Skype and from your computer in general?
Uh,
Because that would probably cause an echo if you were doing that. I don't know what your streaming settings are like.
Alright, maybe now it's fine.
I will perform testing. It is me testing. Ooh. This hand is like, whoa. Now I'm getting an echo. Oh, we've eliminated the echo? Yeah. Okay. I think we're obligated to keep, but I'm not thrilled about this.
So is everything fine, guys?
Are we good? I'm here to make noise for testing purposes.
Also,
can you hear my dulcet tones?
you said you wanted to keep this?
I think so. I think we are obligated to keep this hand. Like, I'm not ecstatic about it, but I think it's good enough.
Yeah, no one is kind of sad, I think, is the issue with this hand, right?
I think it's close enough that if we didn't have a Cavern of Souls, what a genius. Don't play Cavern of Souls.
I'm gonna play Ancient.
Sun Park.
Actually, should I play Territory?
I would play Territory. Because there's some world in which you like draw only lands you want to play and you don't want to have the ziggurat in play, but it doesn't really matter.
Because this one cannot pay for condescend whatsoever. Also, yes, I disabled desktop audio on OBS, which I should have done before, probably. Now, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I think just Cavern Mantis Rider probably. It's the world we live in.
Cavern Mantis Rider instead of Cavern Confidant?
Yeah, I would like to hit him for 4. And then cast 2 spells on our next turn. Okay. Rather than, like, taking a mana off to do some shitty thing.
It is nice that we are insulated from Sundering Titan.
Yeah, generally speaking, you want to cast your Cavern, like, only on the turn that it matters that you have a Cavern. And not, like, previously to give him the information that counter spells are useless.
Yes, similar to Legacy, where you want to sandbag your Cavern as long as possible.
Also, like, sometimes decks have cards like Spreading Seas or shit in them, and then, like... So...
Are we worried about an O-Stone? Like, that's my thought, right?
I don't know what that means. I mean... So he can condescend for 2? So, I mean...
So we should freebooter first, right?
Yeah, I would just play the Ziggurat and cast the freebooter off the Ziggurat and the Noble Hierarch.
So like this.
Yeah.
And even if he like... Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Okay, whatever. That's fine. We'll find all of his secrets out. He discarded 2 islands. That's not card advantage.
What was he thinking?
Okay.
Look at all these powerful magic cards. So he does not currently have Tron, and his hand is Field, Island, Plant, Needle, Wormcoil.
We're gonna take Condescend, I suppose, right?
Yes. Yes. We're not going to take Pithing Needle, which is literally not a magic card. Actually doesn't do anything.
So he can field our Cavern, but I think that's great for us because look at his hand. It's just like so garbagey anyways.
It's true. He can do things that don't matter. That is true.
So I'm going to cast Confidant.
Did you write down his hand? Hold on.
Yes.
So if we cast, he'll be at 12, and we'll have we'll have 6 + 4 next turn, so 10. And if we cast Mare, then he'll go to 11. And we'll have 2, 4, 7. I would just cast Mare, I think.
Okay.
I think our primary strategy is to get him dead.
So this puts him to 11. If this flips...
I believe this makes him not dead if we don't draw anything, but if we draw, like, a second Anthem, he is dead. And, like, it shouldn't matter if we have a Bobbin play or not in this game.
Alright, our guy flips into Halpack Alpha.
Flipping there, secretly, generally pretty bad, but...
We can flip it back if we want to.
We sure can. So, his hand has 1 unknown in it?
We should freeboot first because of Aetherize, I think.
People play Aetherize?
Yeah. You've never seen it out of that deck?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played against Mono Blutron.
So...
yeah, I guess you can use the Cavern, that's fine.
I mean, it's literally to play around Aetherize. I think it's unlikely he has it, but...
It's because if he has drawn a counterspell, he will cast it on this freebooter, is why we're doing it.
I mean, it's likely he doesn't have anything good, but...
Drew Peel, looks like? Ooh.
Okay.
Alright. Resolves.
So, yeah, we knew...
Alright. Take a Smithing Needle, cast Bob, hit him for 1,000,000.
We still get the wolf at least.
I mean, our opponent could not be more dead.
He needs, like...
No, he's actually dead. He can draw Tron, please, cast Wormcoil Engine, and we will cast Mantis Rider and put him in the graveyard.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
Wow, that wasn't close.
Alright, let's kill more people.
I mean, Aetherize is a card they sometimes have. Just,
I mean, I've played against a lot of Tron decks. It's just that none of them have decided that what they want to do in addition to their Tron decks is play a bunch of basic islands.
Yeah, that strategy is much worse, I think, than the other Tron strategies.
I don't know. My favorite part of Tron decks is that they're completely dead to Thalia 3.
Oh, Thalia 3 is nice versus them, yeah.
I don't know if you ever played an opponent who's like land tapped, Thought Knot Seer tapped, land tapped, die, but it's pretty fun. And they can't even remove it either. Like, it's just unbeatable.
Just unbeatable.
I think we would probably still win that game, but it would be a lot closer.
If we got Aetherized?
No, if he did what Josh said and drew runner, runner, runner.
Yeah, I mean... We certainly put him in the graveyard.
That's what you do to bad decks. That's why this deck is so wonderful. Your opponent just plays a bunch of garbage, and then you kill them. Yeah, alright.
Our turn 1 play depends on what our opponent does, I suppose.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty hard to get me off casting Noble Hierarch here, but we'll see.
What's up, Hierarch Noble? We have another Humans Aficionado, although of the vintage variety. Wow, that's an ugly Urza's Tower.
That's the one that you burn for 1 with. Hold on. Now we have to cast Champion of the Parish.
Oh, because next turn we can play 2/1s and just, like, beat him.
Yeah. We would like to attack for 4 next turn, so we should cast Champion of the Parish.
I cast that land. I don't think it matters that much.
That is the correct land to cast.
I mean, we could use Plains, which is, Etron. So a Reshaper here that we can attack through.
Sort of poopy that we have to attack through it, but, I mean,
we just play these 2 still, or no?
Yeah, we definitely still play that, name human, cast our champion, cast our hierarch, bang him. Hope that he doesn't draw some good magic card.
There's not that many good ones for him to draw, are there?
I mean, if he puts like Eldrazi Displacer into play or something. Oh, they don't play that card,
Yes,
right?
I was going to say that is the wrong color. That is a mono brown
Yeah,
deck.
there's not like too many good. You could hit like another Reshaper or something. As long as it doesn't go onto the board, we like don't super care. Or you could hit like a what?
I would have blocked so fast there.
That is actively insane.
Smasher?
Oh, man, he's
Or
gonna
no.
What a jerk.
What a jerk. We're gonna play. Oh, he's probably going to take Mayor, right?
I don't know. He loses to both these cards, so it's sort of hard to tell.
I think he was supposed to block there.
Not blocking is actually crazy.
Yeah, you just take 1,000 damage. Whatever. So we're gonna play Mayor this turn.
I don't know what we're gonna do. So if we cast both these cards, we have a 5/5 and a 6/6.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that is correct.
And if we attack with both, he's gonna like he can double the 6/6 or double the 5/5, which is probably just cast both your cards and punch him. You should cast the Horizon Canopy, I think, in case you draw another Canopy.
Doesn't matter which way I cast these, right?
Put them into play, put counters on your stuff, hit them with all your guys. I mean, I think double the 5/5 is correct, but that's still like fine.
Yeah, I think we're fine trading up.
I mean, if he casts third Tron piece, all his dust, we're like a little bit sad, but...
I mean, we're very sad then, but whatever.
We're somewhat sad. It's not that bad for us.
So I put Thought Knots here first, obviously.
Yeah, we'll trade for his Thought Knots here. Accept.
Yo, thanks for the 1 cent cheer, or whatever that is. I don't know how that works.
Appears to be noted ancient Mustang's poster, Basilisk. Now he's gonna cast Ugin and put you in the graveyard.
I don't think this deck plays Ugin in its main deck. It might play Karn.
I don't really care about Karn.
Yeah, Karn's fine. It'll only kill one of our opponents. Ghost Quarter.
Also, he like can't actually have anything if he's activating his land thing.
Agreed.
So.
I think there's actually a real chance he should have just failed the search and be able to activate this faster, but I don't know.
I think our opponent is 1,000,000% dead. That's what I think.
Oh, our guy flips.
No, that's not correct.
Oh,
everything you said is a lie.
Ooh.
You should draw a card with Horizon Canopy.
I guess I tap this.
Yeah, you should not tap Noble Hierarch.
Okay.
Now we need to decide if we're attacking with Noble Hierarch. So if we cast this and we put 1,000,000 counters on our garbage, I assume that we are.
I think that's lethal damage, right? So he blocks here.
Probably.
6, 7, 8.
What instances they could have like spatial contortion or just play Horizon Canopy, cast your guy, and bang with everyone.
I think it is very lethal if he has nothing. That resolves so fast. Our opponent has left the game. Out you get!
Steven's still alive. Steven's like...
You came here from Join Ribs' stream? Wow.
He's a big skill streamer in some other game.
What does he stream?
XCOM, I think it's called.
Nice. A 3/2 pity chess opening Liliana. That's pretty great.
So, we want Dismembers. And we don't like super want any of these other cards. You can put Renegades in your deck. Maybe? Like, are you expecting them to have Oblivion Stone?
No.
Okay. I mean, it's not great. So, cards that you don't want post-board are like...
They have Walking Ballista if that changes anything.
I think I would cut Thalias before Bobs. Thalias are like pretty unimpactful.
Do we want 2 more Bobs for 2 more Thalias then?
I think there's some value in putting more... I would rather put in bigger 3s than more 2s, I think. I think I'd rather have an offensive than Mirren Crusader here.
It's also big, which is not relevant.
I'm somewhat interested in boarding in Woolly Thokdar instead of Thalia.
Okay. So this is what you're thinking?
Yeah, I think that this is. I think having the one Renegade is probably fine instead if you only want to have one thing. But I think two Independence is also fine.
That's fair. Um. Okay.
Mare is like kind of unexciting.
Eh, I think it's fine.
Like all our 2 mana 1 toughness creatures are kind of bad, but like
You can't get all of them out of your deck. I think.
right. And I think 2 Bobs is an acceptable number to have.
All right. So I'm gonna hit submit.
Yeah. I mean, protection from dismembers, whatever, but like the thing about spot removal against this deck is it will always be good against you forever.
Yeah, because
Like,
it will trade with some creature you're playing, and you're basically like.
and like Mirror Crusader isn't big enough against Eldrazi that it's gonna kill their guys. So like,
This looks like a keep to me.
grudgingly accept. I'm gonna be in New Jersey. I don't know if Jarvis is.
Yeah, I'm also going to be in New
assume
Jersey.
that Jarvis will be.
I would be driving one Arnold Lax from DC.
Play Seacrum Coast. Play Seacrum Coast.
And play our 1/1 for 1.
Yeah. I will be both in Oklahoma and in New Jersey. Scavenger grounds.
That seems like a card I would not want to put in my deck.
Walking Ballista for 1.
Maybe he'll Chalice. No shot. Do you think he just shoots it here? Alright, our answer...
Alright, fire 2.
So we're playing this one, right?
Yeah.
And we should play Territory?
Yeah, whatever.
Because it doesn't really matter that much.
Man, the song has Little John on it, and it's so enjoyable.
I was supposed to play this one, right?
Yep.
And next turn...
I mean, it's the same card as Thalia Lieutenant. It's just, like, doesn't do as much when you cast it later.
Okay, so what do you want to do now?
So he doesn't have Tron.
He's very far from Tron.
Right. So he goes to 17 or he goes to 18? Yeah, I just cast Mantis Rider.
You are correct. I'm not playing lands because I'm not a lands only guy. We shouldn't attack with this, right?
Yes, correct.
Right.
Do not put your card in the graveyard.
It's going to be better later, so... Also, there's actually real merit to just bouncing his guy next turn and bashing him for 6, I think.
What do you mean real merit? Like, what other plan?
Ooh.
This is the line that hurts us if we don't reflect our mage, where he, like, plays another stupid guy and we can't get in this turn, but, like...
Ooh, we could just play that and attack. Because then the thing doesn't trigger.
Well, I mean, we're certainly playing that. The question is just, are we attacking with our champion of the parish? And I think the answer is no.
Okay. That's fair.
Should probably leave the Seacrum Coast up.
Yeah, that's true. I could have, like, Spell Pierce, theoretically. Even though...
I mean, that's... Yeah, like him having a second Matter Reshaper was not super likely, but his range of, like, just casting another dork that blocked our champion so that we couldn't attack this turn was kind of wide. Like, he could cast Dotnuts here, he could cast, like, some other shitter, and if we had cast Reflector Mage this turn, we could, like, double up, and then he wouldn't be able to block. So there was some merit in reflecting, but I think, like, the real problem is if we cast Reflector Mage and then he casts Thought-Nuts here and takes our Mantis Rider, like, then we don't have a Mantis Rider, which is actually kind of bad in future ways the game can develop. Like, that's why I think we should cast our Mantis Rider.
I agree with everything that Adam has said.
It's like, Mantis Rider being in play is actually really bad for this deck, because they don't fly, and they can't kill anything without killing the whole board. Alright, put him in the graveyard.
We're casting these two, right?
Yeah. Bounce this thing, make everything enormous, attack for 1,000,000.
Do you think he'll concede?
Probably. I both don't know and don't care.
Zone changes are hard, you guys. He might concede to this. Alright, he hasn't.
Well, he wasn't going to concede until you cast that one.
You mean Glorious Anthem for 2 mana?
Bonk.
Good old bonk.
It's kind of tilting that we can't make our Mantis big.
It has Vigilance.
I mean, yes, I am aware of why that is.
Do you think he's gonna trump the 7/7 and be sad?
Bonk.
Bonk. What got spatial?
Right. Well, bet.
I'm absolutely fine with that.
Let that be a lesson to us.
That was not the best spatial contour. Also, what is this from?
That art is fucking sick. That is wonderful.
Yo, thanks for following that, which squeaks. I vaguely remember you.
Yeah, also noted my Stinks poster.
Just some My Stings reunion up in here.
Yeah, no, are you mocking Wooly Thoktar? Wooly Thoktar has so many words.
I don't know who Shop is, but I feel like I should know, but I just don't. I'm just so bad at this.
There's no reason that you should know, but I know. I have this knowledge.
Oh, is it a Toronto guy?
Is a Toronto guy.
Nice. Very nice. Ooh, some...
Togs.
Yeah, lots of Togs. This looks like a
Yep.
keep.
Yep.
All of our hands have been pretty good so far, I think.
Yeah, they've been alright. I mean, it's mostly that your opponent's hands have been bad and their decks have been bad. So, like...
Shop was a My
You
Stings
haven't had, like, actual insane hands because most of those involve Ether Vial. But, I mean, your hands have been, like, above average.
Play this one named Human. Play Champion.
Sure.
Yeah. A quarterly basis. Yeah, you do, Mike. You do. Mike is also a commentator on certain Eternal tournaments. Eternal Weekend and Eternal Extravaganza. Smallpox? Oh, jeez. Okay. If we got Smallpox right there, it would have been so bad.
I mean, Smallpox is always insane against you. I've played that deck 3 times, I think, and, like, you just can't really play in a way that it doesn't ruin you.
Also, your deck...
because you told me to. Also, this deck is sweet, and, like, if I wasn't telling Jarvis what to do, I would just be playing it myself, so...
Yes.
I've played 6 matches of Humans today, and also 2 matches of Jarvis Humans. There's got to be some Midwestern state where there just isn't anyone.
You took Thalia? What the hell?
Yeah, Thalia's amazing.
That's
not the card that you wanted to draw. You should cast Kitesail Freebidder, I believe. If you cast Pat Dex, we've actually lost the game, but, you know.
Which land do you want to play? There's like merits to Canopy, I think.
No, not Canopy.
Alright.
Just unclaimed territory, I think.
Just hope he has nothing good.
I mean, I don't know what other plan you would like to employ.
What are the chances our champion dies?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I think so too. Chris is...
Basic planes.
Oh, wow. He killed that one?
Basic planes for that one. Ugh, what a hideous basic planes.
Shut up.
Presumably he has a Liliana of the Edict.
Oh no, he just
our opponent has brain damage. That's what's up.
Caves, Temple. So this is the like Eldrazi Taxes deck, I think. So we took...
Yeah, presumably.
Yeah, we don't get to take anything.
No way that this was the correct way for our opponent to play this.
So he's gonna play Souls and we get to attack profitably, right? Which is why you're saying that?
I mean, there's just no world in which he was supposed to use Thoughtseize on Thalia and then Path on Kite Self Rebooter. Like, that's just not the correct way to use your resources there. What has happened to us?
So you drew a removal spell, right? That's one explanation.
I mean, obviously, but
But-
like, oh, stop.
Oops.
Like, just stop doing things.
Options are Cycle Canopy or play Hierarchan.
No, we're certainly casting our 2 spells. The question is just where we want the counter to go, and I think we want it to go on Noble Hierarch. But I think one enormous guy is not a particularly good place to be here.
Alright, so this and this.
Yeah, cast that, then cast the Tenant, then play the Canopy, then Path, then attack and get our guy killed.
Like, he has to have drawn a removal spell for this play to make sense, right?
Probably.
I hope it's not another path.
I mean, we've drawn too many lands to play around things. Now we are going to deploy our things in an attempt to deal maximum damage and hope that he dies. What the hell is this?
Whoa.
Alright, sure.
That's a little bit better for us because he takes
I
2
accept.
damage.
I
Wow.
also accept.
That is... What is going on?
Well, he's going to make 2 1/1s, and then we're going to draw a card and see if he dies.
His last card is Shambling Vent, by the way.
Man, I'm pretty glad that's not in play. Ooh. Alright, well, let's draw a card.
We tap planes, right?
Yeah.
Do we just mage twice and attack with that guy?
Probably.
So we want to name Souls for sure.
I mean, one is naming Lingering Souls, and then the second one we have to decide between like a card that he's probably playing like 1 to 2 of that's really bad for us, like Damnation, or like something we think he's playing 4 of that's like medium bad for us, like Fatal Push or something like that.
I would lean towards naming Damnation because I think this is like the Planeswalker control deck that I saw.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, he certainly has a bunch of Planeswalkers in his deck.
So, I'm going to play... I guess it doesn't matter which one, right?
You should play Cavern of Souls.
Okay.
Just in case he, like, draws Smallpox and we have to discard.
Oh, fair. I don't think that deck has Smallpox, but it's possible.
I mean, yeah, I don't really know exactly what's going on. Like, he probably has Eldrazi in his deck, too, because he has Eldrazi Temple, so who knows what's happening.
Lingering Souls.
Right. Like, it's not really reasonable for him to have Damnation in his deck, but it's not really reasonable for him to have any of these cards in his deck together. So, like, who knows what's going on.
Temple does mean there's a very, very low chance of Damnation.
Like I said, like, we're either naming a card that he's, like, 5% to have, but, like, will lose us the game, or a card that he's, like, pretty likely to have, but we don't really super care about.
I mean, I think we should just cast it and name something, and I don't think the second one really matters that much, because his last card is Shambling Vent.
Yeah, I think I would name Fatal Push, but I don't think
okay,
it makes...
that's fine. I think that's perfectly reasonable. In before we get Damnation next turn. Reality Smash or Path?
If he hadn't cast a Path, I would name Path.
Yeah.
But I think, like, since they're the same card against us, we should name Push if he has a Path in the graveyard.
Agreed. Oh man, I hope he... Okay!
Solves.
So he has Wasteland Strangler in his deck, right? That's the implication?
I mean, I assumed that he had Wasteland Strangler in his deck the whole time.
That's true.
You can't, like, have Eldrazi Temple and not have Wasteland Strangler.
Not in that version, no. Also, every time I play against this deck, I think it's worse and worse and worse.
I'd love to it.
Ooh, do we name Wasteland Strangler?
Well, I mean, cast it. He can't cast Souls because we have a Meddling Mage in play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Wasteland Strangler's fine.
There was a Mage on Souls, guys. It's really hard to cast Lingering Souls when there's a Mage on Souls.
You could also
what the heck?
Cat, but he can't, like, what the fuck is happening? Yeah, I think I would just cast Wasteland Strangler.
Wow, that's a weird thing. Huh. Never knew that existed.
Yeah, they only have one Gideon, has
You,
been my experience.
you want to name Wasteland Strangler?
I believe so. And then I would, yeah, I think I would just attack with everyone.
I mean, it is lethal damage, right?
I mean,
So
it's not lethal damage, but like
if he double blocks
there aren't
one of
really
these,
good blocks for him here.
yeah.
I think you should also play your land because he knows that you have the land in hand.
That's fair. But we attack first, because why not? I think. Well, was there merit to not attacking this one?
I don't think so. Man, what a lunatic. I can't believe he let you resolve the mage trigger with that in his hand. That is insane. I considered naming that too.
Yeah, I'll listen to you.
But it's just like so insane to let that resolve if he has that in his
Yeah,
hand.
I agree. So next turn we cannot make this sort of attack. We only have to attack with one of our mages, I think, right? Depending
Yeah, I mean,
if he leaves up
that's why
mana.
I made this attack because like the 2/2s just aren't very valuable when he has a shambling vents in play.
Humans.
God, that was so insane.
Also, we have the correct meddling mage art. Chris Pakula agrees. Another relic. Alright, so which one do you want to attack with? Ooh, I guess we should cast that first.
Yeah, sure.
It's up. It is unfair. This deck is good. Adam loves it.
I don't think it matters.
I mean, he's gonna crack his relic. I'll just attack it this one. I think it actually does not matter whatsoever, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's a world in which it matters. I guess like we should attack with the one we want to die nominally. So I guess that's the correct one.
Yeah, this one's more valuable because if you play Strangler. Or, I don't know. No damnation! No damnation! No damnation!
Maybe
Alright.
Gideon is worse.
Okay.
Okay, so we want both Bobs. Probably these Mirren Crusaders. We definitely do not want our Reflector Mages. We don't want Mare of Aberbrook. And then I would probably put one Woolly Thokdar into my deck. We can also take a Vial, but I traditionally just try and murder them, like, with Disruption, rather than trying to play, like, a super long game against them. Yeah, I like this. I prefer going under people rather than trying to go over them.
I agree with you. I think that's just the way this deck is designed.
I board out Vials against a lot of the 3-color grinding decks.
Oh, where the games go on for a while and if you float out, you lose.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby, do I keep this hand. This hand is good.
Opponent mulligan, by the way, too.
Don't care. Keep this hand 100% of the time.
By the way, just letting you all know, Humans is great.
It is pretty great.
What do you want to do on turn one?
Always cast Ether Vial. Ether Vial forever.
Alright.
There is almost no world in which you don't cast Ether Vial if it's in your hand on turn one. I think I've done it probably fewer than 3 times with this deck.
Do you think this is a better Aether Vial deck, or is Goblins?
I don't even know which Goblins deck we're talking about. How does our opponent not cast a spell? What is happening to us?
Do you want to play Mage or Confidant?
I would like to play Meddling Mage.
Okay.
Like to play Meddling Mage and name probably Path to Exile. Just because I'm not convinced he's playing 4 Fatal Pushes from game 1. If I was convinced he was playing 4 Fatal Pushes, then I would name Fatal Push, but...
I think Path is also correct to name because I think it's more likely for him to have 4 when he has Wasteland Strangler in his deck.
I think if I didn't have an Ether Vial in my hand, or in play rather, I would play Bob here. But like, I think it's too likely we'll get to draw a card off of filing Bob in end step
That's
to.
fair. Liliana? Okay, we do not care about that. Turn 2 Blood Moon? Well, we had a turn 1 Vial. Blood Moon would have done, like, would have been annoying.
I beat turn 2 Blood Moon the last time it was cast against me.
Honestly, I don't think Blood Moon is actually that good versus deck. Like,
no, it's pretty bad. People think it's really great, though.
Do I want to respond to the Vial trigger?
Almost certainly not. So, I would just go to 2.
Okay. Just checking.
The question is, how many creatures do we want to attack this turn, or cast this turn, which is, like, actually sort of interesting. Ooh. So, I don't want to cast 2 cards. The question is, do we want to cast Mantis Rider? And I think the answer is no. So then the question is, what do we want to cast? I either want to cast Noble Hierarch or Thalia's Lieutenant, I think. So if we cast Hierarch and he bins all our crap, then we do that. And if we cast Thalia's Lieutenant, yeah, I would just cast Noble Hierarch and attack for 4, I think.
Alright.
Like, this is the turn that he needs to cast a sweeper if he wants to cast a sweeper to, like, be in this game. Because next turn we're just going to have stuff such that we're, like, way ahead and we don't have to cast anything anymore. It's possible we're supposed to activate our Horizon Canopy this turn. No, I don't think we are. Nah. Alright. Man, he took 4? What is going on?
Presumably, I think our opponent's plan is to flashback souls and try to block that. This plan's not going to work very well.
That plan doesn't make any sense.
So
I can't imagine a world where it's right to take 4 damage there. Like, what are we... Maybe he has a Planeswalker that he wants to protect with the Spirit tokens?
He's going to kill it. What? What just happened? Why did our opponent take damage?
Doesn't have a brain that works.
Our opponent just took damage for no reason, right?
Yeah, I assume that he just, like, thought that the flashback, like, cost what the first cast cost, or clicked on the wrong card or something.
Yeah, something, like...
I now believe that our opponent is at a 12. That is my belief.
Our opponent, I think, is going to lose the game very easily.
I mean, we could play a real game. He's going to have Wrath of God, but, like... Ooh. Alright, well, take 2. Violin Bob end step. Man, we have a mage on... Oh, it's on Path to Exile. Sad day. Alright, resolve Bob first.
Oh, damn it. You're right.
I think you leave it on 2? Well, no. Man, I'd really like to see what our top card is here.
Yeah, we were definitely supposed to resolve the Bob trigger first, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, leave it at 2. Or, yeah, go to 3, whatever. We can just tap our lands.
Why is someone spamming something in chat?
I don't know.
It
I
looks
assume
like
it's a spam bot.
Yeah, I assume it's a spam bot. But, alright.
What a genius. You should draw your card.
Ban the bot before I click on the link. Oh.
I think I would cast Dallas Lieutenant and attack with our team.
Okay. Do you want to tap both? Oh, do you want to attack with the Hierarchs then?
Yes.
Alright.
I am willing to trade 1 spirit token, and 7 points of damage for 1 noble hierarch.
So, like this?
Yes. I believe we are now in fully play around various sweepers modes, and we want to just violent another threat end step after we hit him for half his life total.
Any plat pros from Hawaii? Don't believe so.
Is Travis Wu from Hawaii? He sort of seems like he's from Hawaii.
He used to be from Washington State, but I don't think he has a home there anymore. Yo, we're up to 87 viewers on this Monday.
I mean, there aren't like platinum pros from anywhere because there just aren't any platinum pros, right? There's like 40 of them or something like that.
I think probably the state that has the most, I would guess, is California, but I'm not even sure that's true anymore.
I mean, that's cheating because there's just a hajillion people in California. There's like more people in California than in all of the rest of the United States or something.
All right, great
Did
news.
he just not block?
Yeah. I don't know.
Every decision our opponent has made has been completely baffling.
Yo, what's up, Sam Pardee? I just assumed we didn't want to cast anything there,
Yeah,
or because the only card he can have that actually kills us is like a Wrath of God.
Yeah, these decks normally have like 3 or 4 different Wrath of Gods. Like I have had them play Damnation, Day of Judgment.
Why didn't our opponent block last turn if this was the play?
Look, our opponent is over making sense. That's just the world we live in.
Well, at least this time he didn't take extra damage from his...
8 souls. 8 souls are happening to us.
Do you want to violin Mantis Rider?
Maybe he'll attack us.
That seems like a bad decision.
Ooh, Baconators from... Ooh, yeah, we should... Wait, what? Is he dead? Hold on. So, if we vial in the Mirren Crusader, and then we vial in the Mantis Rider, one of our guys is unblocked, and then... Yeah, he's just dead on board.
Alright, so we just take this.
Yeah, take 4.
Nice. And before Inspired Charge.
Inspired Shoal. Mightiest of the shoals.
What if our opponent did a Shining Shoal was pitching opposite at or something weird?
Ooh, Shining Fish?
Shining Fish, yeah.
Shining Fish is a mighty fish.
You're at 1. We have no permanents in play. I have Capes of Kos. Shining Shoal targeting you.
This was a baffling match. So obviously our opponent was trying to cast the second souls when he flashbacked the first one.
Oh, that makes sense.
Resolve your Bob first.
Yeah.
I mean, not that you're ever going up to 4, but you know.
Nice.
Oh! Now you get to Meddling Mage Abandon Hope or whatever.
Do you want to do that?
Are you excited? Ooh!
Fine.
Abandon Hope and Lose Hope? You're so lucky.
Fine.
So
I'll do
lucky.
it just for you. You want to name Abandon Hope?
Sure. Yeah, you can.
Where the
name
heck?
Shining Shoal
What the
if
heck?
You just wanna.
Is that weak? It's not weak on this format, right? No! You can't name Abandon Hope because it's not weak on this format.
It's legal. It's in 5th on.
Abandon Hope? That's Lose Hope.
Yeah, Lose Hope is legal.
Fine. You wanted to say Lose Hope?
Yeah, then you can name Shining Shoal for the second one.
Fine.
What's the worst card you could have? Like an Intervention Pact? Is that only 1 creature?
Yeah, that's only 1 creature. Alright. I'm going to name Shining Shoal, because why not?
Sure.
Imminent Doom. Actually, I wonder if it was the name Slaughter Pact, but whatever.
Meddling Mage is a hard card to play because you have to know what to name when you're gratuitously BMing your opponent with 2 of them before they die.
I could have named it Extinguish All Hope, that is true. That might have been a better name. Dash Hopes, yes, from Future Sight or Pointer Chaos. Pointer
I
Chaos, I
played
think.
I played against Fog in the RPTQ. It was like fine.
Like actual fog?
Yeah, literal Fog.
Was it from like Scape Shift?
Yeah, it was Escape Shift.
That seems like not great.
Uh, I mean, I'm not sure it was the best card for her to have in her deck, but it was okay. Like,
Oh, is this the match where you got sort of like
yeah, this was the match with
uh
the judge call and also the one where I couldn't count.
uh yeah. It was like
Yeah.
your opponent's dead, but
No, it was that I am dead, but my opponent was not certain what cards did.
yeah, she tried to I
Well,
don't even remember the story anymore, but it was something weird, right?
it was just like I activated Vile, and she was like, okay, and then I put creatures into play, and she was like, hold on, I want to respond. Yeah, dude, deck is amazing. Like, what happens is you
Unfortunately,
don't put Siege Rhino in your deck, and you just win all your games.
unfortunately, Adam did not qualify. He lost in top
No,
eight.
I lost in top 8 because I'm bad. They weren't actually correlated in this particular instance, I don't think, but that's not allowed. We're playing first? Yeah, it's super not allowed. Okay.
Man, Dark Elf is pretty good in this deck, I think. Opponent's going to 5?
That's an interesting magical card. I think that's probably good enough.
Yep. I mean, it kind of sucks if our Hierarch dies, but whatever.
I can imagine a world where you bottom that. Like, it's fine to have in your hand, but there are a lot of cards you can draw after that card that make it not very good.
Agreed.
Including, like, every other card that costs 2 or more, basically. So, like...
Okay, you want to just...
Basic Plains, huh?
I feel like we're getting pathed.
Being Path is fine. I think I would just cast Thalia.
Okay. So we should
I would
cast...
cast Thalia, and then if it resolved, I would attack for 1.
I mean... Okay, nice.
I'm willing to believe that someone with a better grasp of what Basic Plains means might have a better line here.
Oh, it's Hate Bears.
So that mono white deck, man.
Huh.
Okay.
Alright, well...
It is fine.
Don't.
Mono punished.
We're never casting this, I think, this game.
What? Well, I would just attack for 3 with Thalia, I think.
Yeah, there's actually a chance they block.
I think it blocks 100% of the time.
And then we just deploy 2 things. Right?
Yeah, okay. And then I would cast Bob and Ether Vial.
Agreed. Because they sort of have to remove Bob, right?
I mean, because Bob is insane. That's why we would do that.
Greatness at any cost.
Hey Jarvis, resolve your Bob first.
You mean like that?
Okay.
Yes.
Alright. Put your champion into... yeah, just put it into play and then cast Mantis Rider and then attack him for 1 billion.
Do we attack with Confidant or no?
No. Absolutely not.
Alright. Then I should play this land and tap like this.
Yeah.
Man, there are so many triggers going on here.
Yeah, I was really nervous about playing this deck in real life after only playing it online, but it turned out to be fine. But yes, every one of your cards triggers like every single turn.
Also, I don't think... Alright.
It appears that our opponent just isn't doing anything.
This matchup seems great. 1 sec.
You couldn't handle it. No sex were being allowed.
Oh, we revealed another Mantis Rider? That's probably good enough.
Certain what we want here. I mean,
I kind of want to get these out of our deck.
Yeah, those are probably coming out. We're taking out some number of bad 2-drops. And the question is just how many of our 3-drops do we want? We probably want these bonus bobs. And we probably want Dismember, although not certainly. The questions are just like, do we want Staticaster, and how many Thoctars do we want?
I would lean towards not wanting Thoktar because of opposing Mirren Crusader, but...
Sure, I mean, if we're bringing in Thoctars, we're probably bringing in Mirren Thoktar as opposed to Anafenza Thoktar.
This does not seem great in the matchup, frankly. But you want Dismember, you think?
Probably, and I am considering Staticaster. I think that we do not want Kitesail Freebooter, because that card is actual garbage against him, and I think that, like, Meddling Mage is, like, medium.
So we're considering these and Mirren Crusader.
Yes. It's also possible that we should have, like, a split going on with our Freebooters and, like, Meddling Mage or something.
Is there any merit to this? To kill an opposing Vial?
Yeah, I would probably bring in the Renegade, too.
It also kills Golem token.
Right.
Yeah. So...
I don't think we want Staticaster, but I do think we want some chunky 3s, probably.
So, like this, maybe?
I think I would cut the Staticaster and 1 Meddling Mage for 2 Freebooters and submit that.
Okay. Seems reasonable. Staticaster does kill Blade Splicer. Sam Party points out. So
right.
maybe
I mean, it's good. It's good against. I don't know. Like, if you want to put Staticaster in your deck, I'm not enormously opposed to it. I'm a little bit concerned that we have too many 3s and not enough 2s. But like, our 2s are all kind of bad, which happens pretty often when your disruption cards are bad.
Ooh, Flicker Wisp as well. So,
oh yeah, Flicker Wisp.
Yeah, then I think we definitely should have Staticaster in our deck.
Like, if you just want to cut Mirren Crusader for 2 Freebooters, I'm okay with that.
That actually seems better.
Just because I don't want to have...
Yeah. You would rather be a little bit flatter or, like, lower, I guess is the correct answer.
Like, you have this problem when your disruption elements are bad, because almost all your disruption elements cost 2. So, like Ling's plan for the mirror was, like, board out 10 2-drops, and it's like, well... It seems great. Yeah, I mean, Crusader's not great, but, like, you just have this problem where you have 1/2s and 2/2s that don't have text for 2 mana, so you need to decide how many you want in your deck. And maybe it's, like, better than 3 mana 4/4s that kind of have text. Yes, play Territory, play Champion. This is also, like, these matchups specifically, when you have this boarding pattern, is the place where you get punished for having all these 3 mana 4/4s in your sideboard, as opposed to the other options, which are generally cards which are better.
Well, what are the other options, I guess?
You can have Camball, you can have 4th Reflector Mage, you could have 1 more Bob in the sideboard, and 1 more Mare in the main deck.
So we have to play
Confront? Cast Bob, probably.
Yeah, I think we have to play Bob, and obviously we can't attack. Because Thalia has First Strike. Kind of interesting they would leave in their own Thalias.
People just have no idea what's going on.
Uh-oh. We're about to get strip mined. That's
Except.
Not ideal. Hopefully draw a land.
I believe that you should not block, friend.
Alright. Land? Nice.
So if we cast Lieutenant, and if we cast Freebooter...
Why does spells keep just like in Vintage? Don't think that's how Vintage operates, really, but...
I think I would just Freebooter.
Alright. And attack
like,
with her.
Thalia is better if we cast running creatures on our next 2 turns, but this is better if we get our Black Source stripped, and, like, it's also better to be in play when we... Okay. Ooh, he had a spell? So lucky.
But that is really lucky. Plains, Resto. I'm gonna write that down. And... Do you want... You don't want to trade, right?
What? You should not attack with Bob, you actual insane human.
Do you want to attack for 3? Like, this is sort of interesting, right?
That is a good question.
I don't think you do, actually. Because, like, if we just stall the game until we draw land, we will win.
I mean, I don't super mind blocking Leon and Arbiter with Bob. Yeah, I would attack for 3, I think.
Okay.
Like, I think there's a world where you can lose if you just don't attack him. If he just, like, draws a Blade Splicer or something.
So you want to block now?
Now I want to think.
Alright.
We would go to 12, and then... Nah, I just take it.
If we were going to do this, shouldn't we have attacked last turn? I guess... Not... Yeah, never mind.
No, I think this is fine.
Alright.
Like...
Gives us 2 looks at a land, which is kind of nice.
Right.
Oof.
Alright. So we go to 8, and then we attack for... Or no. Cast our spell, see if it resolves.
I'm the pilot listening to Adam here. I would not have made that play, but you know.
I think.
So what do you want to do now?
Maybe it's bad. So we attack for 10. Yeah, it seems like we attack for 8. Ooh, Flicker Wisp is somewhat bad here, right? That's fine.
Oh yeah, I can't search. I just thought I misclicked through it real quick, but it turned out I hadn't. So our opponent has Rescue Angel in their hand.
Yeah. Ow.
This is not going well. I think you might have gotten too aggressive that one turn, but...
I think we should cast our Noble Hierarch, probably, and then attack with Bob? Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. We probably shouldn't have attacked. Okay. I don't know. It's just like...
I mean, I think we had inevitability, especially since we saw his hand.
Well, attack with Bob.
Well, what's going to happen is he'll block and flicker, right?
Block. Yes.
So why even attack, right?
Do you want to chump block with Bob?
I think so. I think attacking accomplishes nothing, because he's going to play Ragsdale 100% of the time.
Okay, that's fine. I wonder if there's... Yeah, there probably is in the world. Can we chump block this? Probably... It's at 14. That's so many. So we're going to go to 3, and then we'd go to 2? That's not great. And if we block, he gets a Gideon, and if
he maybe gets a Gideon.
Cast it.
Right? We don't know if he has another land. I think we weren't supposed to attack that one turn, but it's too late for that, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible, you're right. So we're gonna, next turn, we're probably gonna cast Reflector Mage.
I feel like we should block. Man, how do we ever beat that Gideon, though?
Yeah, I would block.
Alright. If he has a land, it's obviously bad for us, but I think
the worst thing he could do is actually emblem the Gideon.
Nah, there's 0 chance he's embleming right here.
That I think we would actually be dead too.
Alright. Land? This is...
I think you have to... So we got a 4.
Do you want to cast Mage? on this.
No, I want to cast Mantis Rider, kill his Gideon.
And then the plan is to chump.
Yes. I think you have to cast Mantis Rider here. Like, I don't know what other plan we could possibly employ.
Okay.
That's not how you can tap. Yeah. So his hand was Land Angel.
If only we had 10 extra mana. It's something we did not have. Oh, I suspect we should discard a 3-drop.
Yeah, probably Thalia?
I think Thalia is correct as well.
Yeah, seems fine.
So, do you want to block?
Yeah.
Just hope, like, our opponent has nothing, right?
I mean, I don't know what other plan we're going to employ.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Man, we can kill his Vial. Are you excited?
Yikes.
Nice.
I believe we've died.
It does have that look about it.
So we can cast a Mantis Rider and we die? We're just like Dobbs?
We can only have 3 blockers, right?
Yes. And we take a damage from Canopy.
Yeah, okay, we're dead.
Wow.
Yeah, this certainly was not the ideal sequence of cards for us to draw to trade life aggressively. I'm still not certain how awful it was, but...
I think it was kind of bad, given our hand, but...
Yeah, I'm willing to believe that.
Die on our own terms? Nah. I don't think we change anything, though.
We do have Dismember in our deck. That makes that attack not great.
I think I'm going to not change anything. Actually, I might put in Mage for Freebooter. Just so I can name Path to Exile.
I mean, the problem with Meddling Mage is that it has a less relevant body than Kitesail Freebooter.
Oh, you would prefer to have the flyer? Okay, I can buy that. So you want to just leave as is?
Yeah, I might actually go 3 Freebooters, 2 Mages.
3 Freebooters, 2 Mages. I think Anafenza is atrocious in this matchup.
I think it's okay, but I think that it's, like, not better than our other 3s, and not amazing.
Anyways, so you want to try this?
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah. I wonder how the game works if we trade. Oh, we can never keep this.
Yeah, I mean, this is fine. Yeah. I think it's possible that the mistake was not blocking.
Bottom.
Yeah, I would bottom that. Like, it's possible the mistake was just attacking. That's also reasonable.
Given that hand, I just would have wanted to try to trade all of our stuff off. But, you know, is what it is.
It certainly is what it is.
Alright.
Some land go. Man, this hand is looking extremely threatening.
Just wait until that Vial gets to 3. We're all set. Do we
You got it.
Kill that? Probably not. Don't think it actually does anything.
I would probably not kill it.
Alright.
Alright, good stuff, good stuff.
Maybe our opponent will Ghost Court us.
I mean, it's possible.
And then we will respond by attempting to murder Lena and Arbor. Oh, that's a tech edge.
Putting Seachrome Coast on the bottom, not looking amazing now. Alright, you got it.
That one might have to die.
It probably does.
I think bottoming the Seachrome was correct, but obviously it looks bad now.
I think you should go to 3.
You don't say.
I do say. So now the question is, what do we want to put into play?
I kind of just like double Mantis and just pressure him. Or we
That's,
could...
I mean, we're certainly making one Mantis Rider. The question is just, would we rather have Thalia than Mantis Rider? It's 4 cards. He's gonna do.
So, one thing we could try to do with Thalia is to try to ambush the Arbiter, which might be nice.
No, I think I just like 2 Mantis Riders. I think that's fine. I would like to deal 6 damage to our opponent here, I think. Like, Thalia just doesn't hit his lands also.
It hits some of his lands.
The only thing it's good against is Restoration Angel. Which he, like, probably isn't casting main. I mean, I guess he could have another non-basic into Gideon, which would be a little bit awkward, but...
I was kind of wondering if he would Sarah Vendor us. That would be sort of disappointing.
Would be pretty good. Right. I mean, as long as he doesn't main the resto, it's fine. Casting it doesn't do anything, right? So just attack for 6 and then Violin Thalia when he plays resto.
He's like a lock to have it here, right?
He could have just kept a hand that contained only lands. 3-drop.
Flicker Wisp, maybe.
Alright, I mean...
And then we get to Static Caster that.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, he's gonna resto now.
Yeah.
Oh, then we actually get him for, like, the full...
Like, yeah, we can't respond to the initial vial activation because you can just cast the rest on response, so this is just the world we have to live even if we don't have Static Caster, so...
Oh, yeah.
But fortunately we have everything, so we should do everything.
I'm gonna wait for him to target his Splicer.
Yeah.
I mean, he obviously will, but... Blue, red...
Are you ready for him to go creature, Wrath of God?
I'm not really ready for that.
No, we're definitely not.
Alright. Next turn we have a good attack with just 1 creature too, which is nice.
Mm.
Ooh, what if he emblems? Here? Okay, he does.
Well, we're probably not blocking that.
Nope. So we just take 4, go to 10. What happens next turn?
I don't know. Let's draw a card, and then we'll find out.
We can... Oh, we could attack with just Thalia, actually. That's pretty good.
We could also push with everyone, is, like, the other thing that we can do, depending on what happens here.
Good.
Alright, well... Now we get to push with a Mantis Rider, right? Because we would just rather that he block with Resto than with other thing.
Yeah, that's true. So we just play both Hierarchs and attack with just Mantis Rider?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, I think if he hadn't played Gideon and Emblemed, I probably would have pushed both Mantis Riders and offered the trade for Static Caster activation plus 1 Mantis Rider. But, like, now we live in the world where attack with 5/5. Interesting.
Flicker Wisp, maybe.
No, not interesting. So we Oh, he's a Gideon Emblem. Man, life is all sadness.
It is very sad. We can't do anything, right?
We can pass the turn?
Yeah, I was just making sure.
Man, and he gets to Flicker Wisp again?
Well... So this is actually good if he wants to flicker one of our creatures.
Yeah, I mean, I know. What's he hitting?
Probably Thalia. It should be Thalia, right?
I'm not sure it should be Thalia, but... It's Thalia or Static Caster, right?
Why would he care about Static Caster?
Oh, I guess Staticaster doesn't do anything because it comes back end steps. You can still activate, so it just has to be Thalia.
Do I want to block one of these? We're at 10.
I mean,
Also,
can he make
currently...
this attack if he doesn't have a path?
Oh, now he can, right? Like...
Probably, right? So, he's attacking for 12. What happens if we just don't block stuff?
Well, we would go to -2.
Right. So if we just like chump the 4/4 and take 8, we have. He's not. Nah, still seems pretty bad. So like the obvious block is a double on the rest, though, right? And then like maybe we chump the 4/4, maybe we don't. Is it?
Yeah.
Is this accurate? And
Yeah,
then the question is like, can we avoid doing that to play around Path to Exile, or potentially he can make this attack with Flicker Wisp, right? Or like maybe second resto, but all these cards are really awful for us anyway.
I don't think we can play around much by this point. I mean, if you were scared of Path, we could block Flicker Wisp with Mantis Rider.
And... So yeah, what does that look like? We get our Thalia back.
My real concern is if we take 8 and we draw Dismember, it's really bad.
I don't think we're going to take 8. I think we're going to block this Golem, probably with the Staticaster. Okay. And then the question is just like, do we want to block with Mantis Riders? And like, yeah, like we're getting our Thalia back.
So...
my gut instinct is to block the Flicker Wisp and to block the Golem with the Staticaster.
That's also my instinct. But, you know, I think this is probably correct. Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, this feels fine to me. I can't really articulate why I think this is better, but I think that this is better.
I think it's really hard for our opponent to have anything good here. Okay.
Our guys are sick, so we can't pay. All right, that has happened. I believe you should not tick up to 4. So we can attack for 5 in the air or
6 on the ground.
6 in total. If we attack with both, he comes back. We need to block 2 guys.
If he attacks with all of his creatures.
Yeah, 3 guys if he attacks with everyone.
And if we
just attack for 5, he goes to 3.
I think attacking with Justice is good, but I don't have a real reason to believe that, except it feels right.
I like just the Mantis Rider. I don't think 3 is like meaningfully different from 2 on this board. And I think there is a world in which having Thalia tapped is worse for us. Should also obviously cast your guy.
Yep. If he has anything, we
if
lose.
He just doesn't have anything, which it appears that he didn't based on his thing, like it's way better for us to double block Resto Angel. I don't know why he would make that play if he didn't have anything, because I don't think he was that far behind. But like maybe it's just right for him to push.
So the plan this turn, if he attacks with all, is block.
Our plays are like pretty prescribed here, right? Like
we block here, here, take 4. Or no,
like
block here,
we're just
here.
Gonna like block a bunch of guys with a bunch of stuff, and sure, that's fine. Everything you've done is acceptable.
So currently he has to chump the Mantis Rider with Resto Angel.
It's sort of an interesting decision if he attacks with a 4/4, right?
I think I would just chump with Champion of the Parish.
Is there a...
We need these.
Right. I mean,
Oh, you're saying think about taking.
yeah. I'm just like trying to consider what we can draw that would make taking better here. We get a 2, and then if we draw, is he dead to an anthem anyway? Probably.
No,
Anthem blocks those 2. Takes. He's not dead to an anthem if we.
if we block, he's not dead to an anthem, right?
Yeah. And we have 6 in our deck. And if we don't block, we get a 2. He has to chump there. And then he can, like, make some awkward attacks next turn.
Alright, I don't think I'm actually supposed to block. It shuts off Dismember as an out. But
yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah. And before we draw Dismember.
This has been an interesting game. Dismember is like only okay on this board. Alright, well, you should vial that into play.
Should I target Restoration Angel?
Yeah.
Should I attack with all my creatures?
Right,
Okay.
I mean, we're certainly in good shape if we draw Lieutenant. The question is just like, are we in meaningfully worse shape if we take 4 and go to 2 there? I think you were probably correct. Can we, before we go to game 4, can we go back to game 2 and look at the situation where we have a 3/3? And, like, determine what we should have done? It's like turn 4 or something. You can, like, click the whole turn button.
Oh, this is the go turn button?
Yeah.
Things I did.
Yeah, okay, it's this turn.
Flip plan, which is lucky.
Yeah.
So the question is,
what do we do this turn? So he has land, angel. He can't cast anything this turn, so we want to just not attack, pass, and then yeah, all right. Like, you've sold me. Attacking seems too maniacal.
great. I'm glad we figured that out. How do I stop? What the heck?
It can't be done. Just click the X. All right.
We've exited the game. Yeah, Fortunately, we won that match. I would have felt kind of bad, but basically, I think we have an inevitability with our hand being full of 3-drops. So
right. I mean, we have inevitability either way. We just need to decide, like, what is more likely, that we, like, don't draw land forever and he, like, draws enough spells to kill us, or that we, like, die to our Bob. Ooh. Which are, like, kind of the same thing.
Yeah. Captain Minehead, you're learning all sorts of things today, then. Replays are valuable. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, replays used to be a lot more useful when you could, like, watch daily event replays and watch your own replays and they actually work. Also, quick note for anyone considering playing this deck on Magic Online, if you cast a Meddling Mage and then try and watch your replay, Magic Online shits its pants and you don't get to see anything.
Oh, so, it's bugged with Meddling Mage?
Basically, you can't watch any of your replays. Yeah, if you cast a Meddling Mage, the replay crashes and you can't keep going.
That sucks.
You just can't figure out what to do.
That sucks. What did I get in the mail? Ooh. I got some Chinese Swords to Plowshares.
Alright.
4th edition. Those are kind of hard to find.
I believe you. Right. Yes. Replays used to actually be useful, and now they are not actually useful. We're on the play.
We have 3 Thalias in our hand.
I think if this hand had 1 Thalia, I would probably keep. Like, if it was just 2 other cards that we could cast. But, I mean, with 3, it's a pretty easy mulligan, I think.
Alright. Alright, this hand is pretty decent.
I accept.
Are they black borders? The answer is yes, but...
Good enough.
Oh, we want this one, right?
Yep. I don't think we can be enough of a maniac to cast Hierarch here. I think we have to just take our lumps and cast our Aether Vial.
You sure?
So what's our curve look like? Hierarch Thalia. Just think for a second. Hierarch Thalia, then like Vile Lieutenant 4. Yeah, I think we have to cast Vile.
Yeah, the Vile is going to be pretty awful.
Well, like, this way our turn 2 is Hierarch Lieutenant, and the other way would be Thalia, which is better, but then our turn 3 is a lot worse, so it's like, whatever.
They are black bordered, whoever was asking. This looks like a Lantern deck.
Ooh, I'm excited to play Lantern. It seems like we've been maximally punished because Thalia would have been way better than anything that we could do here.
Yeah, I mean...
Sure.
Yeah. Whatevs.
He bobbled us, right? So he's probably taking Noble Hierarch. Yeah.
Yep.
I believe that you should create Thalia's Lieutenant and pass the turn.
We are an unboxing stream now, yes. We've unboxed the package I received in the mail.
We opened 4 Chinese 4th edition Swords to Plowshares.
No, only 2. I already had 2.
Ah, so unlucky.
How's that unlucky? Alright, ooh, that's pretty good, actually. Oh, we're getting shredded.
I mean, it's like fine. Like, totally fine.
I guess we just put it in.
Seems like we Vile in this Bob and bang him for 2. Man, Codex Shredder is just gonna... I wonder if we're just gonna die to this Bob.
Seems very unlikely, given our opponent doesn't actually put any pressure on us.
I don't know, man. He's got this Codex Shredder and this Lantern of Insight. I think it's possible.
Alright, so if we draw a meddling...
We should probably be tracking his hand. He drew a Bobble this turn.
Yeah, he has a Bobble.
How many of these cards do we get to see? Only the top one?
No.
Yeah, only the top one, right?
Yeah. And he got an Ensnaring Bridge. Well, that's bad.
Yeah, it's not great for us.
Oh, he doesn't have a land? And that land's going to be tapped? Well, we know what we're hitting.
Resolve your Bob first.
Oh, we know what we're hitting.
I still think we have to go to 3.
Yeah. I mean, we're just going to play Mayor and...
He could shred us.
I don't think he'll shred us. I think he doesn't want us to hit Meddling
No,
Mage.
I think he will, because...
Okay. Alright. Apparently you're right. We draw that one?
Yeah. So, I think we just cast Champion and Violin Thalia?
Yeah, we do, because that prevents Bridge for another turn.
I mean, he could just play a basic land, but yes. Activate Operation Banging.
That deck only has 1 basic land.
Look, I'm not a lanternologist here.
I'm just letting you know it only has 1 basic land. I am a lanternologist because...
Because you played 10 matches and won 4 of them? Is that how you become a lanternologist?
Hey, I played another 10 matches before that and went 8-2. So, we're just balancing it out.
Ooh.
So, if he doesn't have a basic land...
What does Lantern do? He can... What did he? He bobbled us? Okay.
It doesn't matter who he bobbles here, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
He's gonna
what
draw...
does Lantern do? You can sack it to shuffle?
Yes. He actually probably needs to shuffle now because this is no longer good.
Well, he could shred himself.
Also, we're not showing lethal, but he knows we have a human on top, so...
He might be able to figure out that we can ride the Mantis. He is shredding himself? Yeah, okay.
That also comes into play tapped.
Also not good enough. Alright, it has been accepted. Okay. Alright. Alright. Very well.
If he draws Ion, we just... Oh, no! He has 2 main cards in hand now, too.
Got him.
Got him.
So we want Stony Silence and Renegades.
And Dark Confidant, I
And
think.
probably. So these Reflector Mages seem not great.
They have no text. I don't want a big guy in this matchup, I think.
Yeah,
You
I
actually
mean, if
want
you
to
wanted a guy,
sort
you'd
of
want
keep your creatures small if possible, which is sort of awkward, but...
I don't think that's true. I think you want to kill him as quickly as possible.
What else do you want to take out?
I don't know. How do we feel about Bob? Like, we certainly want to cut a 2 here because we don't want to cut any of our 3s. And I think our worst 2s are probably Bob and Mare, and I'm just not sure Bob is actually better than Mare.
I think Bob's pretty good because it draws you into this or the Renegade for the thing or Meddling Mage to name things.
That's it?
My gut would be to take out Mare, but...
I feel like our best chance is killing him quickly while, like, disrupting him with these cards, not locking him out. So I would be inclined to, like, 2-2 split the Bobs and the Mares. I just think, like, multiple Bobs is going to kill you almost always, and I think that, like, drawing extra cards is not how you're going to beat this deck. I think you're going to beat them by killing them quickly.
Okay, so you want to do this then?
Yeah. I want to straight swap, like, 3 Reflector Mages for 3 artifact things.
Is this card good?
I mean, it's okay. I don't think it's good enough. Grafdigger's Cage doesn't do anything, right? Like, it only hits creatures.
I think that guy's trolling.
Yeah,
Doing a very poor job of it.
But I'm just like, I don't actually know what cards do for sure.
Dude, get a better troll, bro.
I don't know, that's a pretty good troll. Anyway,
no, it's not.
This is what I would submit.
Alright.
It's possible Bob is better than Mish. This seems totally fine. Do you like our combo?
You mean not able to cast Stony Silence?
Yeah.
Also, this is a combo. Are we supposed to keep?
The combo I was talking about was Vile plus Stony Silence.
Do you want to keep?
Yeah, I would keep.
Great.
I don't know what you're complaining about. I think this is an above average hand.
Above average?
Yeah, in this matchup. Ooh, baby.
We can win the Stony. Ensnaring Bridge has been found. We're gonna get turn 2 bridged. Yeah, sucks.
Dude, it didn't matter what was in our hand. He killed our Bob.
Ooh, is he just cracking spell? Ooh, he doesn't have a land.
You should draw a land that taps for white here. That's my read. Alright, that'll do.
It just gets killed by Pirate Spellbomb, but do we care about that?
I mean, we sort of do, but like... So, if we cast Bob... Nah, I would just cast the Thalia so he has to crack the Spellbomb on it.
Alright. That prevents him from drawing a card, too.
Yeah, it just kills a card draw.
Not spellbombing is like maniacal, right?
What? What has happened?
I don't know what's going on anymore. I hope we draw a white source.
So we can turn off our Ether Vial. The Dream. He milled one of our white sources, like a jerk. What is happening to us?
I don't know. He might be worrying for 2, I guess?
Alright, nothing's happening to us.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
So, what do we want to cast this turn? Like, I assume we're viling in this freebooter in his upkeep, or in his draw step, rather. So the question is just, like, do we want to cast Thalia or Mantis Rider, I guess is the question.
I would lean towards Thalia, I think.
I mean, I guess we could cast Bob if we're a true Insano, and we think that only drawing a white source to Stony Silence is our best bet, but I think...
Stony does shut off Mox Opal.
Well, only if we can cast it.
But we can't cast it.
You should name Stony Silence with your Cavern of Souls. Does Thalia do anything?
Yeah, I think it does.
What does it do?
It shuts off every land drop in his deck.
But do we care about that?
Well, how do you see this game playing out? I guess.
I just want to hit him for 3. I want to make him dead as fast as possible.
So you want to play Mantis Rider?
Yeah.
This seems so bad.
Like,
I think you basically have to like, given there's a stone in our hand, you should just play towards drawing a white source.
So you want to play Bob?
I want to play Thalia.
Okay. So explain to me how what you just said relates to the other thing you said.
No, I want to play Thalia, slow them down another turn from playing their bridge, and then Violin Freebooter.
Like, it doesn't affect their bridge. Like, he can play bridge next turn no matter what we do.
Like, I see. You're just gonna kill this Thalia. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
I just
fine.
want to hit him with the Mantis Rider.
All right, we're hitting our opponent with Mantis Rider.
Like, our plan is, he's going to Spellbomb our Thalia end step, and then we're going to draw step our Kite Self Freebooter.
You right.
I mean, occasionally. Probably even most of the time.
You weren't right that time we got killed by our own confidant for no reason.
Not right that time. I mean, he didn't kill our guy before, so maybe he just won't. Like, who knows?
I think he
but
has
like,
to kill
even
our
if he doesn't, we can make him... Okay, so he's just getting a bridge. Wait, what?
No, he can only work for 2 anyways because of Thalia.
So he's going to get Pithing Needle and turn off our Vial, and now we've lost? Oh, he hasn't. Okay. Well, get him draw step.
I don't think he was ever getting Pithing Needle there.
I mean, I don't understand what he just did, so I'm, like, not comfortable just resolving that for no reason.
Periphery nodes?
Ooh.
It kills the smallest creature.
Alright, well, I mean, I think we should take this Ensnaring Bridge, because I don't think we want it to be in play.
So, no
you
cards.
got it. So when does it trigger?
At the beginning of his upkeep.
Who gets to choose?
If there's a tie, we get to choose.
Okay, so we want to cast this champion after
Wait, hold on.
our cards?
No, sorry, he gets to choose.
Yeah, that's
Darn.
okay. So we're probably just dead, then? Is what's happening here?
No? Well, I mean, we need a white source for Stony, right?
I don't think we're going to draw that. That's my read. We want to go up to 3, I think?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of person would play a card like Periphery Nodes? No one here.
Alright, right on time. So it doesn't really matter what we do, right? Like...
I think we should... We could just play both of these.
I mean, I would cast all 3 of our cards, but, like...
I guess
first I would attack for 6, and then I would Violent Thalia, then cast Bob, then cast Champion. And see if our opponent does something that doesn't make any sense.
You cannot borrow a drop of honey. I don't have a second one.
Yeah, I agree. It seems like we're probably dead. It's possible we're just not supposed to play Bob, and we're supposed to, like, use our time drawing, but I don't know how we're ever going to win this game anyway, so... No!
Oh. Damn it. You're right, I was supposed to play the other order.
Alright, well, don't cast Bob.
Alright. Dang it. That was bad. We're getting shredded. We're gonna draw that one. Do you think he'll spellbomb something? Probably the freebooter that has Ensnaring Bridge? Oh wait, never mind. This was always happening. I'm being a doof.
Things have happened to us. Alright, we get to attack for 1/9 of his life total this turn. I mean, we're not playing Bob because Bob will just kill us.
Let's play another vial.
Yeah. I assume we're like fully dead here. I would probably concede this game in real life. I assume like it's just not worth spending the clock on this.
I'm gonna see more of his deck.
It seems like it's probably a lantern deck. How are we ever going to win this game with Bob? I don't understand. I would probably concede to this Inquisition.
Well, he's not drawing it yet. Alright, I'll concede now. Because he's going to cast the next turn.
I don't think there was a way we could have sequenced that game that we would have won.
Certainly didn't help matters though, but don't think we changed anything then. Looks like we're fairly optimized. It doesn't even take our opponent that long to kill us. That's what people don't understand. Like, Lantern doesn't actually kill that soil once the lock is in.
I think it is, like, probably very difficult for you to win on the draw. Yeah, okay.
Hope we don't get needled.
Shrug.
His hand's pretty good, though.
I mean, it has a lot of the cards that we care about.
I mean, these 3 cards are all pretty good, right? So,
like, we could also just draw a land. That would be a pretty good thing for us to draw.
Is there a dead draw in our deck? Razorverge Thicket, I guess?
Razorverge Thicket is not a dead draw. We could draw, like... Well, that's not a great card for us to draw. Like, a 3-drop is pretty bad. Pass.
Are we gonna get turn 2 bridged again? That would suck. Actually, it's unlikely, but...
What the hell are we gonna do about it?
I don't know.
We found Ensnaring Bridge.
We can mage that one. Also, if we draw that land, I think the turn gets pretty good for us, actually. Like, it's not guaranteed we're going to draw the land, obviously. What's up, Nugatti Knight? Whir of Invention. So they have a bridge in their hand.
Champion of the Parish.
So what do you want to do this turn?
Well...
Tick up to 2.
Yeah, it's an interesting question.
Like, we're definitely playing 2/2 drops. The question is which 2. I think I would...
So, yeah, like, we're probably putting 2 cards in here right now, right?
Yes.
I think we're making the Thalia, right? Like...
Yeah, we can just main phase activate.
Shouldn't we just cast it with our mana? What's the advantage of activating over, like, doing that?
Oh, sure. Oops, that one. Alright, the question is...
I think it's worth the point of damage to activate our thing. The question is just, what are we doing?
So, we could mage bridge. We could mage bridge, untap, freebooter plus mage something else.
I think I'd rather freebooter than mage, just so I have the information for when I mage next turn.
So, counterpoint is if he has 2 bridges, that sort of fucks us.
Like literally 2 bridges in his hand?
That's why I think this plays better.
He needs to have 2 mana to cast a bridge next turn, so he needs to cast an artifact and have a land, but it's... Yeah, I don't know how he can cast bridge next turn.
What if he just has a land? Oh no, that... It would have to be land...
He needs an artifact, and it costs 1 to put Thalia in play.
Yeah, alright, fine. So you want a freebooter draw step then?
No, I want a freebooter now so that we get the extra point in.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, they don't play Darksteel Citadel, do they?
No, they don't.
Alright.
Their mana base really can't support that. Pyroclasm. Well, then.
So he's drawing a War of Invention. So I think we probably just take the Pyroclasm and then plan to double mage him next turn. Is that right? Like, is there any way that he can get us? I don't think so, right?
No, there's not.
Okay.
We said Quasm, right?
Yeah. He can whir for 2 next turn?
No, whir for turn? 1. So it's just like a Mill Rock or an Opal or something pretty useless. Yeah, he shuffled his own library.
Library. Interesting.
He didn't want to draw that whir, obviously. Lantern is pretty good versus.
He's not dead, right?
No.
We have 2 triggers, and so it's 5 damage plus 6. Yeah, he's not dead. Okay. So leave it on 2, and then just cast Mage.
We could have actually. Oh, I guess leaving on 2 is fine, but.
He's not dead, right? Like.
No, he's not.
We have 4,
5,
7, 10 plus 5, so he goes to 2. Anyway, I think he goes to 2 if you go to 3 and cast Mantis and cast Thing, but I think you should just Mage Whir, Mage Bridge, and then be like, hello and good luck. Are we even supposed to Mage Whir?
I was thinking about that. I think the answer is no, right? It's just so clunky for him to cast anyways. He doesn't have a 3rd blue either.
So you just Mage Bridge again or something like that?
No, because like...
Well, you shouldn't cast Mare. Like, he's dead 100%.
Actually,
there's no benefit to doing that.
We should make another bridge naming that, because in case if he has Abrupt Decay.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's better to just name Bridge again if you're not going to name War, because, like...
Yeah.
You just don't know what removal spell he has.
If he has a 2nd Quasm now, we don't care.
Do we?
I don't think we care.
He's probably dead to Clasm, right? Like, he kills... He goes to 9, and then he would die.
We have Mantis Rider plus Mayor. If he spends his turn casting Clasm, he literally dies. Bantu's Last Reckoning would be...
That would be spicy.
What's up, JW Hawa?
That would be a spicy meatball.
It would be a spicy
meatball, right? Because his land wouldn't untap, and we just hit him for 4, and then he'd die to our stuff, but...
We would hit him for lots of damage. Also, he would take 1 damage from the Spire of Industry.
Can he...
They sometimes have 1 Bantu's Last Reckoning in their sideboard, but I don't...
What artifact that cost 2 could they war for?
They can't war for 2. Excellent. They can war for 1.
Good 5-0. So that was like the traditional Humans League, where you win 10 games and you lose 2 games, and the ones that you lost are because you played bad.
All right. Are there any cards you want to try, actually?
So my considerations for the sideboard would be probably cut 2nd Mirror Crusader, and then probably add either 3rd Stony Silence, Camball, or... What was the 3rd one? Yeah, let's do a Camball. I sort of like that card.
You mean vintage playable Camball?
I mean, Gravedigger's Cage is good. I don't think I want 3 of them.
Sure, chess unboxing. Well, I'll consider it after this league. Yes.
I think that it's very difficult to make a large mistake in deck selection in Modern as long as you're playing a reasonable deck and you're practiced with it.
Who practices?
Me.
Oh, yeah. You're an expert at practicing.
Ooh, Vintage Expert the Brass Man is hosting you.
Oh, thanks, Andy Probasco.
Yeah, that's correct. That's the one.
Apparently he's roommates with some New England fellow. Considering he lives in New England. No, we're not vintage-ing for
Today
now.
We've learned. Can we get rid of the angry woman in our sideboard? I don't know what that is. Is that Jarvis's mother? Is that where she lives? 1-3 takeover.
Oh. Well, it's too late to start Vintage League. Plus, I don't think Adam knows anything about that. Also,
I want to play Vintage. This hand's fine.
Yeah. This is like a vintage deck. I heard there's a humans deck in vintage. Lantern? Well, I'm not good enough to play Lantern, is what I found out.
I think that you should play Lantern, but, like, I don't think I should play Lantern. You should cast that, name humans, cast Ether Vial.
Do you think our opponent's, like, some Jeskai deck?
Yeah, probably. There isn't really a ton else that plays Flooded Strand. He could just be blue-white. That sometimes exists.
They could also be Storm, technically.
Don't believe.
I'm just saying I have one Flooded Strand in the Gift Storm deck. Oh, we can take that off for now. Alright, so what is our strategy this game? Hopefully draw more creatures.
I mean, our strategy is to deploy our threats as best we can and hope that it's good enough. I would play Cavern and name human, I think, and then pass. Our hand is not super well set up to play Jeskai, but, you know, we'll do the best we can.
This is not great for the Jeskai matchup. I suspect we want to be fighting him fast.
Yeah, it's generally better to try and, like, hit them as quickly as possible and disrupt them. This is looking like blue-white. Yeah, okay. So this is probably even worse for us just because they have, like, 3 verdicts in their main deck. Sure.
We can kill that next turn.
We sure can.
And I think we should.
Probably.
Okay, I'll let him go to his end step just in case.
Oh man, he prevented the damage from itself. That's a strong play. I respect it.
Dude, we have 186 viewers. They all love you so much, Adam.
It's probably because Andy brought us 90 of them, but...
Oh, that's true, too. Thank you.
I'm doing my best.
Thank you, Andrew, or Andy.
Ooh, now we get to hit him for even more.
So, do you want to just deploy everything and hope he doesn't have Verdict?
No. I think what I want to do is cast Thalia and then Violent Lieutenant and hit his Gideon for 4. Because that way we're protected against a non-basic to cast Wrath of God.
Okay.
And we still have Mantis Rider back.
Do I want to play Canopy or Zig? Probably Zig.
I would just play Ziggurat.
Yeah. So you want to play this one first, then this one?
Yeah, that's correct. Okay. It also sometimes happens that they Spreading Seas your Canopy if it's in play if you tap it for mana in this matchup.
That's what I was thinking about as well. Ooh, so many triggers. Alright. Kill that Gideon dead.
Boy, I hope that he doesn't cast Wrath of God next turn.
I feel like they play a lot of basics.
Got him. Now we get to make some more decisions next turn about how many creatures we want to play.
Yeah, everyone loves Adam, and people are like medium in love with me.
Pretty sure everyone does not love Adam. So what are we doing?
I think we're putting this at 3.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's fine.
Great.
I think we should cycle our Canopy now.
Man, I can't believe people didn't play 4 Canopies before.
Yeah, it's sort of insane.
Matt was right. I don't want to deploy this, I think. This is 9.
I don't think casting a creature makes any sense. I mean, he's probably going to path us, but, like... Yeah, I think I would just bang him.
And then play Vial.
Yeah.
And if he, like, does something to Vial, like, who cares? It's so bad anyways. 9 damage coming at ya! Ooh!
Okay, good stuff.
So that means Supreme Verdict, probably.
Yeah, probably, but what the hell are we going to do about it? We're just a simple man trying to ride his Mantis.
Do we actually play Reflector Mage and just try to get in 5 next turn?
If he rests? Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, this looks like a Settle the Wreckage.
It might be a Cryptic Command, right?
Yeah, it could be that too. That's a lot less exciting, though. So, how do we want to configure our attacks next turn? This. I feel like we should... I mean, we're certainly not putting the Mantis Rider in. The question is just, do we want to put the Reflector Mage in? There's like some world where he does something and then follows up with a wall, and the Reflector Mage trigger does something. I think I would just Violin the Mage.
Okay. I don't think the Mage is that high value, frankly.
Right. Also, like, we have all these awkward scenarios where we, like, need to configure our attacks to play around cards that aren't Cryptic Command if he doesn't Cryptic Command us.
So, I don't think he has Verdict, right? I don't think it makes sense for him not
to. It doesn't
have...
look like he has Verdict, but I don't think we should put our Mantis Rider into play if that's your question.
No, that's clearly absurd. I think it's more likely that he has Great.
Nice.
I'm gonna try to fight him.
Yeah, let's see how it works for us. Okay. Whoa!
What?
This was actually insane, I think.
Do they actually play Settle?
Yeah, some of them.
Alright, well, I guess I'll get God if he has Settle.
Alright. You've been saved.
Okay, now, real question is...
Whoa. Violin your thing.
Because it's lethal, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. Oh, man, a Snapcaster?
I mean, what are we going to do about that?
Okay.
That's exciting. Alright.
That's actually somehow pretty good for us, frankly.
That is spicy.
I think his deck contains no real cards right now.
That was a spicy meatball.
Why did he do that?
Because he didn't want to die.
He could have disallowed that trigger.
He didn't want to die. So now how many creatures do we attack with? Probably 2? Should ban that guy.
Didn't we ban that guy already?
What do you expect?
Why didn't we just permaban him?
He's probably a new guy. I mean, I would, but I don't even have the stream open, so this is just the world we live in.
I got him. I killed him.
You're a genius.
It's probably not even a him. It's probably just some automated piece of shit software.
Yeah, I'm sure it is not actually a human. Maybe we can attack with all 3 now.
I think we should just attack with all 3, because if he would have had to draw and settle this turn.
I think if I drew a land, I would still attack with 2 creatures, because he needs to have, like, 2 spells to stop you. Like, Snapcaster isn't enough because it comes into play tapped. So he has to have, like, second path plus Snapcaster for this to matter.
Hooray! Got him.
Okay, so we want Kemball, we want Bob, we want probably some big stupid idiots. We don't want Mare, probably.
Probably not.
I don't think we want that many big stupid idiots.
Yo, thanks for follow, Ed of Doom.
Yeah, okay, let's just shave... No, not... It's either an Anafenza or the Mirror Crusader. I think probably the second Anafenza.
Oh, just because drawing 2 is awful.
Yeah, we 5-0'd the last league while playing a game.
Oh, I should Well, what did we change from this deck?
We put a Kambal into our sideboard for the second Mirror Crusader.
Where the hell was the edit button? How do I edit this?
I couldn't tell you, Jarvis.
Found it.
Just like most of the control decks, I feel like you're very ahead when you win the die roll, and then like sort of medium when you're on the draw.
What was the card we had? Kambal, Console of Allocation. It should be updated now. Let me know if it's correct. Did I hit submit? I did, right?
You did. Our opponent is deep in the tank.
Man, this deck is great.
Yes.
If you're playing it. If I'm playing it, it's probably less than great.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, this is just one of those decks that, like, people think only wins when it has the nut draw because it's actually, like, very difficult to sequence and people just play wrong and then lose.
I'm a master of playing wrong and losing. Can you
You're
believe
a
that?
master. I mean, you're, like, it's within your range, but, like, this deck crushes Tron. Yeah, this is a keep.
Do you think our opponents sided out all of their counterspells?
Probably most of them.
We should Canopy, I guess?
Yeah, okay, I can get behind it.
I mean, the reason is spreading
Like,
seas, right?
we're gonna take 2 damage doing this, but, like, it's probably worth.
Ancestral Vision? Do they normally play that?
I accept. No. Generally, they do not.
So now what do you want to do? We're obviously playing the land.
I think I would just create Bob.
If this gets pathed, we're actually, like, kind of okay with that.
Deck just good against everything. The things this deck are not good against are Affinity. I've heard it's not great against Lantern. I'm not certain if I believe. It is only okay against 3-color grinding decks, which are Abzan, Jund, and Jeskai. And it is, I believe, not great against other dedicated creature attacking decks, like Merfolk and probably Elves. But, like...
Oh, yeah, I would believe Elves kills you dead.
It is just not bad against, like, all of these decks. Like, it's just extremely powerful, very consistent, and just kills everyone. That is acceptable.
I hope we draw land. He should plus on champion.
It is a lot worse with that freebooter.
Alright.
I can't imagine there's a world where we don't kill his Gideon. Well...
I think we should kill his Gideon. Like, even if he wraths us, do we even care? Like...
If he what?
If he wraths us next turn, do we even care? I mean, we kind of care.
So, what happens if we don't kill his Gideon? We do that, we do that. His Gideon goes to 2.
So you
Gideon on 3 next turn. Yeah, I just want to cast Champion and freebooter him and hit his Gideon for 2. Like, I can't imagine the world.
So we should play Unclaimed Territory then. Because he also saw this.
Sure. I just think the most... Like, I don't think we super care about this Gideon, and I think the most likely way for us to lose is if he, like, just wraths our garbage. And I, like, just want to have information for when I cast 2 Meddling Mages next turn. It's going to be awkward if he has 2 rats in his hand. But, like, even that is not an auto loss, because we can still just slam Mantis Rider and kill his Gideon.
Okay, very well. Oh, he said it in Stony Silence versus us! Kids, don't do this at home. Seriously, just don't.
Good magic card.
I'm going to leave him with Stony and Condemn and Hollowed Fountain.
I think, like, Freebooter and Unclaimed Territory are the magic cards that change this deck, and I think, like, playing it...
So we attack Gideon,
without
right?
Those cards is, yeah. Without those cards is just whatever. Like, it was a substantially different deck.
I told you, Kel, Matling played it a bunch. I think opponent is not in good shape. No.
Yeah, he is indeed not in good shape.
So, what do you want to mage this turn? I kind of want to mage Ancestral Vision and Condemn.
No, we're definitely maging Supreme Verdict with one of our mages. So his hand is Condemn and Thing?
Condemn, Stony, Unknown.
I don't want to attack with this Bob.
I don't either.
Makes me sad.
We could play Mantis Rider and attack to kill the Gideon. And play Aether Vial and let him Stony our Aether Vial.
I think I would just let him kill the Bob. I think that's what's up. I think I would just mage... Well, don't do anything, but I feel like the line we should take is mage condemn, or mage visions, mage verdict, and then attack Gideon with everything. And then he just like, I guess we could just let him have the Gideon for a turn. That's probably fine, actually. If we just like mage verdict, mage visions, and then just attack Gideon with champion and the freebooter. That's probably fine, right?
Yeah, that actually seems good to me. So
I just don't think we care about this condemn at all. Like, we just know it's there. Like, it doesn't matter. So like, the only way we lose this game is to him getting the verdict off.
This one will name Vision.
Ooh, that might be right. It might be better for us to... Yeah, so just name Vision.
Oh, attack then.
Yeah. So, like, yes, that's probably correct. Yeah, and then just attack Gideon with the champion and the freebooter.
So we're not attacking with Bob? Shouldn't we attack with Bob if we're going to make this play?
No. Not about attacking with Bob.
So Gideon with both?
Yeah.
Sell the wreckage. Like, he has to condemn here, right? You'd have to be a lunatic not to, right?
I don't care. I really don't care if he condemns either. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is definitely better. All right, let us create Meddling Mage and Supreme Verdict.
The things that screw us, I mean, there are obviously things that...
If he path this turn, then he can kill all our guys.
But if he has an untapped land as well.
What?
He would need land, path...
What? Oh, like he could have just cast it there. That's my point. Like he could have just pathed.
Yeah, there is one settled wreckage in this
I've been settled in Modern multiple times. Like Wrath of God, explosives for 2.
Revelation for 1. 10, 16. All right. Well, we have Mantis Rider. It doesn't matter what I do.
Whoa.
What? He stepped out.
Oh, is he dead to Mantis Rider?
Yes,
okay.
it's 16 showing.
He's dead to anything, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's dead to any creature. But like, if he wasn't dying that turn, I would definitely cast Dahlia there.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah. But yes, your line of killing him seems reasonable. I am behind it.
Yes, putting your opponent to 0 life points is a good way to win the game.
I mean, that's why this deck is good. It's because there's so much garbage in Modern, and you just kill them. They're like, I'm doing some stuff, and you're like, I don't care. You're dead.
I don't think this deck is really related to Death and Taxes in Modern. This deck is a lot less prison-y and a lot more beatdown-y.
Hello and good luck.
So we keep.
Yep.
Has the new twin list for Modern? I have no idea.
Is that blue-red through the bridge?
There's also a twin list, I think.
Oh, is there? Okay.
So you want a vial?
Yes.
Cannibalistic humans. This looks like a storm strategy.
It does have that look about it.
Alright, so we need to freeboot this turn.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we will die. All things are possible.
We just cast it. Oh, jeez. Well, my gut tells me we have to take a Manamorphose.
Yeah, it seems like obviously the best card for him here.
Brawl, Mountain, Manamorphose, Desperate.
Daniel Fournier is one of the better Canadian Magic players, who I understand is a Splinter Twin aficionado. He also has like 4 GP top 8s or something like that.
Does he really?
He has a lot.
4 is so many.
Yeah. He's pretty good.
I've gotten close to the 4th one, Adam. Sometimes tiebreakers are
You have what, three and a ninth?
3 and a ninth, and a 5th in teams, and an 8th in teams. That's... I think I would play Metamorphose first.
So, would you say that you have 4 GP top 8 achievements on your Planeswalker points page?
I have 5 GP top 8.
Ooh,
Thing is,
what a
if you want,
beast.
if you want to go that route.
Nice.
Oh, Sarapush is not going for it?
He didn't have the Steam Vince. I mean, going for it seems maniacal. He's at 20 and we have a 1-2 in play. Like, what do you want him to do?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't understand.
Man, I hope we draw Reflector Mage so bad.
I hope we draw Meddling Mage.
I'm going to create Mantis Rider, I think.
Yes, that is accurate.
I also believe we should Violin Mayor to get in 1 more damage, or 2 more damage.
Yes. I would agree with this assessment. Our plan is to not have a great draw and hope that our opponent just bricks a bunch of times.
I mean, we're dead to so many things. Like, a Gifts definitely kills us.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to draw business. Right. Oh, we've died.
Or he just is going for it this turn, you know.
2 blue?
You always make 2 blue. Like, the Desperate gives you so much red.
Okay.
Oh.
Is it? Alright, good stuff, good stuff.
Oh, he didn't want this to flip, I guess, except...
I think it just makes sense to cycle your Metamorphose man there, and he does want it to flip, I think.
Actually, we should leave it on 2, I think, right?
We should leave it on... Well... So if we leave it on 2, we don't have to tap our Hierarch to cast something. And if we put it to 3, we can cast a second Mantis Rider or a Thalia or a Reflector Mage. Yeah, I would take up to 3.
Okay.
Very well. Cycle that right now. Right this very instant.
Oh, should I tap this to cycle, I guess?
I don't think it matters. Alrighty.
4, 8, 10. If we attack with... There's no reason to attack with this, I think, right?
Have we cast a card? We haven't cast a card, right?
Right.
So we should just cast our Mantis Rider, probably.
Because we don't want it to flip, correct?
I don't think we want it to flip. Maybe we do. Maybe it's better for it to be a 3/3. Like, I don't think it matters.
Well, if we get another turn, our opponent has died.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's going to be super hard for him to, like, Grape Shot enough to kill our board and not just kill our face, so whatever.
Agreed.
Alright, how do you feel?
F&M winners all around. I'm feeling lucky, Punk.
I've probably won an F&M in my life. There was like...
Yay!
There was like a 6 to 12 month period where I played F&M every week.
Alright, we want these because of Empty the Warrens.
I'm not sure we want 2, but we certainly want at least 1. We want all of those cards you brought in. I generally bring in the Bobs as well.
Okay. Even though, like, the life total sort of...
Yeah, I would take that card out. I would take Reflector Mage out. You can also take Thalia out if you want.
Yeah, because...
No, not that Thalia.
Oh.
The other Thalia.
So this is 7. I think I like both Static Casters because it's one of the ways you can actually beat a fast empty.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a way to keep 1 Thalia in our deck because I really like that card, but I don't think it's reasonable. You could only have 3 Bobs in your deck, but I like Bob quite a bit, so... Yeah, I think this is fine. Like, Bob is really bad against Grape Shot, but your entire deck is bad against Grape Shot. So
yes,
like,
Grape Shot, the card, is good versus us no matter what we do, so...
And like, the way this matchup plays post-board generally is that they bring in a million Lightning Bolts, and you just, like, get all your crap killed. It kind of sucks, but I think we have to keep.
Yeah. I actually just hope he, like, casts a bunch of, like,
Maybe he
empties.
Just makes goblins.
Exactly.
Then we get to murder him.
territory first. Ooh.
Ooh.
I don't think we need to cast that yet, though.
Well, we're certainly casting champion this turn. I would expect that we're casting Hierarch Cage next turn, but we'll see. And of course I remember FNM at Games Club. That's where I played like 99% of my FNMs.
Do you like the Sleight of Hand art?
Probably. Like, all the Sleight of Hand arts are bad, to be totally honest.
All of them?
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
I think I would cast Cage first. Oh, he only has 1 mana up. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you can just do this. That's fine. Sorry, I thought he had 2 up and he had Remand, and I would rather cast our Cage twice if he remands it. Don't cast this yet. Okay.
Oh, you just wanted to attack first, see if he bolts it?
Yeah, I mean, he probably would anyway, but there's no reason to give him that information when you make the attack.
Oh, he has no fetch lands in his deck. That's what that means.
Okay.
I don't know how that benefits us whatsoever. Do you want to just cast both of our things?
Well, we're certainly casting 2 cards. I don't think we're casting Static Caster. I think we need to decide where we want our Thalia's Lieutenant counter to be. So, probably on the Hierarch? Seems like. Because we're probably going to attack with the other Hierarch, because it's going to have power, so we might as well just put it over there.
So you want to go Hierarch, Thalia, Lieutenant?
Yeah, I want to go Hierarch, 2nd Cavern, Thalia's Lieutenant, attack for however much that is. I guess we still don't get to attack with our Hierarch because we have 2 Exalted triggers, but, as one does.
We will attempt to fight our opponent very quickly to death.
I mean, we'll do our best.
Actually,
maybe he just grape shots our whole team, and then they all die.
Actually, it's good to do this first because
we determine if he has lightning bolt
exactly.
to attack with. But I mean, I'm aware.
He's almost dead.
He's not almost dead, but he's somewhat dead. I hope he just makes 1,000,000 goblins and we get to put him in the sadness zone.
Empty is traditionally pretty good versus stack.
Is it? Okay, take your word for it. Ooh, Seachrome Coast.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I mean,
10?
I think that you should attack with all of your creatures and see if he blocks.
Oh, yeah. And then play Static Caster because that would be lethal damage, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10?
Yeah, I mean...
Ooh, does he have Giga Drowse?
Maybe. Could have White Boy, too. They sometimes put that in their deck. Could have Echoing Truth.
I don't know what our opponent kept, Makoa.
Didn't he, put both his cards on the top of his deck with Serum Visions, too?
Bottom top. I think we're gonna...
Well, alright, he's had enough. No more.
I just wanted to make sure it was lethal.
Man, our draws were not very good against Storm in that game. And our opponent just did nothing and died.
Didn't matter. He was put into the sadness zone. That's where you belong sometimes. That's where he belonged sometimes, I suppose. I don't know what our opponent kept. We're just giving him some boops and beeps.
I'm sad we didn't get to play the sweet games against Storm where they just have absolutely no hope of ever winning. You just make them discard a card and play a bear every turn until they die.
Our opponent had a bunch of hope.
It's also really fun to just cast Meddling Mage on turn 2 against Storm in game 1 and have them because they always just go into the tank for 45 seconds when that happens. They're like, wait, how am I winning this game?
Well, we put an Empty the Warrens into our main deck for that, but...
Yeah, I mean, ooh, Steve is here. Most people have an Empty and I think
it's
a Lightning
Magnus
Bolt.
Lanto.
Keep.
We're creating Aether Vial.
I do not love Abzan, but I think it is a playable Magic card, or playable Magic deck. Is Lanto still mono Death Shadow?
Don't know. This is the type of guy who could just switch, whenever.
I don't, know him well. I've played him once in my life. He horrifically punted a game, and then I also horrifically punted a game. A good time was had by all.
So you were not a winner?
I won one of the games.
Did you win the game he punted?
Yeah. He punted in a funnier way than I punted, but they ended up as
Oh, now he has to leave our stream. Thank you for being here. And then thanks for leaving, I guess.
man, he knows what we're playing. Man, we won the die roll. The secret tech with this deck is winning the die roll, because your deck is unbelievable in the play.
Oh, is it a lantern? It could be Shadow, I guess. It looks like Shadow, right?
Probably.
So how do you feel? Jun Shadow, I guess? Huh.
He knows our secrets.
He did target us, right? No, he targeted himself.
Ah, curse this player with a brain. Champion go.
You right, fam. You right. Oh, it could be 5-color Shadow, I guess, but in any case...
Ooh, we didn't kill our champion on step. That is a fortuitous outcome for us.
I think we're definitely going to 2 counters in this Aether Vial.
Yeah, you should cast Dahlia in your first main phase if you get there. Good news.
Now what do you want to do?
I want to attack him for...
It
is
could
it
be
worth missing a... Yeah, I think I would just attack him for 3.
You mean 4?
No, I think
I mean 4.
3. Oh, yeah, I mean 4. I think it's worth taking the thing off to see his draw step here.
Alright, it's fair.
Because I think like now we're at the point where we're so far ahead that we need to worry about specific cards and scenarios.
I think our opponent is going to die, is the most likely outcome.
I agree. Ooh, he's going to do so much stuff.
This might be a push.
I mean, he's going to kill our Thalia, presumably. Yeah. So...
Do you want to free boot now, then?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think there's a reason to do that.
Show us your secrets. Show us some secrets. Wow.
Alright.
Those are some
the answer
secrets.
was no secrets.
Tomb, Shadow, Goyf, Cat, Grave. That's a lot of lands for a Death Shadow deck.
Should not have drawn those cards. It's a bad decision. So what's going to happen here? Is he just going to like...
He's going to play both of his...
and play 2 creatures?
No, he's going to fetch to 9, I think.
How big does that make his stupid thing?
It will be a 4/4. If he fetched a 7, it would be a 6/6.
And how big is his Goyf? 1, 2, 3, 4? It's 4, 5?
Okay, he fetched to 7 like you predicted. We can still... This thing can basically attack through that. Question is, do we want to ramp to 3? Probably.
No, absolutely not. Are you insane?
Okay. So what do you want to do this turn?
And freebooter in response. Ooh, that might have been better. That is an interesting point, actually.
Oh, yeah. Possibly you should have done that, but... Damn it, MC Usher, where were you earlier to tell us the things we should have done?
Well, let's, like, finish this game, and then we can talk about that. I think we want to freeboot him draw step again. What happens if we just cast Thalia's Lieutenant, and then bang him with both our guys? He trades there. That's a forced trade. He takes 2.
We can't do
that.
that.
That doesn't die, right? Because the Shadow, like...
Yes.
Does, like,
it will be a 7/7 Shadow then. So we absolutely should not...
It would be an 8/8 Shadow then, actually.
We should not...
So... Probably what we should do is just... Like, we want to trade with the Shadow, right?
Yeah.
So how do we best accomplish that? Is there any way we can cast our cards such that both our cards can attack?
Not really, no.
7.
So we could attack for 3 this turn and have 2/2/3 flyers.
I don't think that's better. 3. I mean,
So the only way we can attack is to basically activate Thali's Lieutenant right now.
well, we could just cast Bob and attack for 6.
Is that actually good?
And then he would block. And then, like, we would have Bob, 2 freebooters, and a lieutenant in our hand.
Yeah,
Or,
actually that seems good to me.
I mean, he's not going to die in 2 turns, but I think it's better to force the trade here.
Yeah.
Because I think the way we die is some, like, battle rage shenanigans or some garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I would just play territory, cast Bob off the territory in the hierarch, and then attack for 6.
I mean, you're aware this doesn't actually play around Battle Rage, right? If he just draws it, draw a step.
I don't know what that means. Like, in what universe is like...
So what I'm saying is, if he thinks his out is Battle Rage...
Well, he has to block with the Goyf, right? So he just has a Shadow in play, and then he has a 6/6, then he makes a 12/12, and then he doesn't kill us. And then we win.
Okay, that's fair. Oh, I see what you're saying. This is a force block, and we trade with Shadow and say go.
And then we get him draw step with our stupid thing. But yeah, I think going back significantly further, I think violence and freebooter in response to fetch probably would have just won us the game straight.
Wow.
Man, opponent did not draw well.
That was really not very good for him. Look at all those lands. I suspect we want Mirren Crusader.
Right. I think we probably want Dismember against the Jund edition.
Yeah.
We also want the Bobs. And we might want Kemball. We don't want... we do not wish for Mare. We generally board out some number of vials. And you can, like, decide how you feel about Thalia 3 is also the...
I'm going to take this out on the draw.
Yeah, I think that is a reasonable thing to do. You can also board out more vials if that is your jam.
Nah, I think this is fine. Kambal seems subpar versus the Jund version. I think it just makes it so much harder for them to play the way they want to play.
I think that you should have Dismember in your deck against the Jund version. I think that, like, their plan is often just play one big stupid monster and then try and hit you in combat with it, and if you have this card, then they just lose.
Sounds about right to me. Alright, let's try it.
How many Delve Idiots does the Jund version play?
Generally 0, actually.
Okay.
This looks like a...
I would grudgingly keep this hand.
Yeah, and hope we don't get Inquisition for that.
I mean, we have to redraw if he takes our thing, but, like, it's a fine hand if he gets rid of our vial. It's just not great. Right, but, like, their big stupid monster also is in combat with our big stupid monster, so we just make it a 1/1 or whatever, and, like...
Yep. Okay, good news. Our vial has survived. Bad news, we didn't draw land.
It's not truly sad news until next turn.
It's true. Alright, he didn't want to draw that card that he saw on top.
I mean, I don't think Dismember is like a slam dunk to be in our deck, but I think it is good enough that it's worth putting in.
Mayor seems quite bad.
Yeah, Mayor's garbage. Mayor's bad in all the attrition matchups, which this is post-board. Mare is, like, very often the worst card in your deck.
Agreed. That's why you're down to 2 Mayor.
I mean, 0 Mares in my main deck. But
yeah, I think I told Ling that you should
I'm not sure if that's a world that you get to live in. I recommend drawing a land.
That's
You
bad.
failed in your quest.
I think we're gonna die now.
Maybe. We'll see.
What if our thing gets Colgan's commanded?
Then we're gonna die.
I'm
You
gonna
should
respond.
violate your one drop.
Yeah. He can take our other cards. We don't care about those.
You can't have 1/1 for 1. That's not allowed.
Oh man, that Tarmogoyf is gonna be enormous. We don't need to talk about K command. Yeah, Mayor is not great.
The places Mayor is good are the places where you both ignore each other and you just try and make them dead as fast as possible. And it's also like better in game 1 generally than in game 2 and 3, where they like don't know that you're playing exclusively 1/1s in the first game, so they don't get to keep hands that are only lightning bolts.
We're gonna take so much damage. The question is he going to play a Shadow this turn? Oh, Street Wraith.
Science point the S.
Nah, that's not ideal. What do you think he takes?
Probably a 2-drop.
You sure about that?
No. I mean, it depends on the texture of his hand, but
Yeah.
like we have 3/3-drops and they're all good. So like the marginal utility of taking a good 3-drop is pretty low. Alright.
Unless if he can't kill that one.
Yeah, I mean, maybe his
Yeah.
hand just can't kill us fast enough that he can't, you know.
Ooh, he doesn't have a land either. We're so unlucky. Do you want to
We'll be
freeboot him?
unlucky. Can he... Let's see, can he still have Death Shadow in his hand? Probably. It's not even the end of the world if he does cast it. If he casts 2, it's really bad for us.
I mean, that's why I kind of want to freeboot him. Then you get to see if we should attack or not.
Yeah, alright. I mean, we should certainly attack. I don't understand, like... I guess there's, like, some configs where we can not attack if he has, like, double shadow.
Ooh. I vote we take...
Seems like we're taking Fatal Push.
1, 2... Yeah, we should take push.
Yeah, seems like we take Fatal Push and bang him for 2.
Yeah.
Man, if only we'd had the Soul Read. Oh no, it still wouldn't have done anything.
This Reflector Mage might actually kill him.
Reflector Mage is so good against these Shadow decks.
Yeah, that's why that card got popular in Modern, actually, because it's just so good versus them.
I know, I drew it every game when I played with Shadow last time and still lost. It's very sad.
He might
11.
traverse for Swamp and play
Yeah,
Terminate. I think that's what I would do, but...
Not a great card for him to draw. Who do you bobble?
Us.
Us?
Because he's going to traverse plus Terminate, that's why.
Sure. That seems like not amazing. He's like not in great shape no matter what we draw, right? Because if we just like made a stupid guy. What did he get? He got Shadow?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was pretty likely to happen, I think.
Alright. So...
I think we should Mage bang him for 4.
He goes to... What's his hand? It's Traverse, Terminate, and...
Unknown.
We don't know because he drew
Yeah.
from Bobble.
Yep.
So he goes to 4... Yeah, okay. You sold me.
This also prevents the ways we like get weirdly killed by like Battle Rage or something.
Yeah, I know all about that.
Yeah, that card is.
I have met. I don't know. I keep seeing these Death Shadow lists that have like 1 to 0 battle rages, and I just don't understand like what's happening.
I don't think this
like
creature
they
can
win
attack
every
anymore.
single game. That like he didn't cast anything.
He's gonna
Question mark?
terminate. this turn, right?
But he has a Traverse in his hand, right? Like,
he might not actually have basic Swamp in his deck. Is the conclusion I might be coming to.
All right. Well, we won the game.
Yo, thanks for follow, Snapcaster.
You should put Mantis Rider into play, and then you should. Hold on. Is it better to? Yeah. Okay.
he saw where it was going.
Well, he was dead to the cards that he knew we had because we could just Mage Terminate and then put Mantis Rider into play, and then he would be dead to that.
He wasn't delirious though. It was.
He was, wasn't he? He had instant artifact, land, and.
One sec.
Maybe he didn't. No, he had a sorcery. He had a like Thoughtseize garbage. Yeah. He cast some instant,
he did.
He? Oh, he cycled Street Wraith. That's what happened.
Okay.
He did not cast an instant, but he cycled Thingamabobber.
Okay. Very well. I just forgot.
Player was delirious the whole time.
Oh man, we're winning so many matches.
Yes.
So many matches.
It's like what happens when I play humans, except this time it's broadcast on the internet.
Ooh. GG Basilisk, thanks for the 100 cheer bits.
I don't always win every match, but
you win some matches.
The deck is unbelievable, so.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
By which I mean you should all play Storm in Oklahoma. That's what I mean.
100 fat pennies. Yeah, I need those pennies. I can use them to buy things.
So like, I'm trying to think of decks that I haven't played against. I haven't played against Burn yet, somehow. Yeah, so I'll be in Oklahoma.
Yeah, Adam will be there.
Playing some undetermined deck.
Some undetermined deck.
Who knows what I'll be playing?
Who knows what he'll be playing? It could be anything.
Player could play any deck. I am fairly convinced that the second tally is better than the fourth Reflector Mage, but
this hand's not allowed.
Do not get to do.
This hand's allowed.
Okay.
Do not want, I think, right?
Yeah, I'm not sold on that card. Man, run the play.
Yep.
Keep winning these die rolls. It's a powerful strategy. Yeah, territory, thingamabobber.
God, I wish it would just auto-cast. Because I have the right mana floating. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Dang.
This is one of the decks that I'm interested in playing against.
I hope we don't punt again.
Yeah, me too.
What do you want to mage?
Yeah, we're probably playing Guess the Threat. Probably plating.
This is a hard matchup, right?
I believe that it is hard. Ling says that he has been winning a bunch, but I think that he is actually insane. It feels like any draw where their deck like isn't embarrassing, they just crush us. Yeah, I still think plating.
I'm gonna attack for one first. Maybe he'll block.
Strikes me as unlikely, but you never know. It's more likely in real life because you can just say attack. I mean, I've won the last two matches I played against Affinity, but in one of them, Alex drew unbelievably badly, and in the other one, my opponent should have won all 3 games, and instead only won one of them. But, like, I have also gotten completely obliterated by Affinity a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Like, it's also just not very hard to see when you, like, think about what cards they could have. Like, if he casts any card that matters that we didn't Meddling Mage, we just can't ever win. Like, if he just casts Ravager, or he casts, like, Master of Ethereum or something, like, we're just dead.
But these types of draws where they don't do much, we definitely can beat.
Sure, but if he still, like, if he casts a card that matters, like, 2 or 3 turns from now, we're still gonna lose. So we go Lieutenant, and attack, probably? Seems like where we're at.
Signs seem to point to us. Also, S Champion is really good in this matchup, in my opinion.
Yep, it's very good.
Because you cannot interact with it the way this deck is constructed.
Well, first you destroy all their other artifacts somehow, and then question marks, and then profit.
If only we had human Kataki.
I mean, that's why Stony Silence is in our sideboard, despite being like an embarrassing magic card that we can't really cast.
It's really hard to cast that card, actually, I think.
It's not that hard, but it's pretty hard. I mean, you only have...
Loading jar. The jar is in.
You have 11 white sources, I think, in your deck. And 4 of your lands can't tap for any mana to cast it. Bad news, everyone.
What happens if he just goes all in on... Oh, if he goes all in on Vault Scourge, that's great for us, but...
Yeah, I hope that that's what he does.
Jars up, boys.
Jars up, jars down.
I don't know. You have to determine that yourself.
Abzan. Collected Company Abzan?
No.
Things about that.
Collective Company Abzan, you should play Hierarch. I think he's just talking about, like, Rock Abzan. You know, like...
It's really bad in that deck. Is that, like, a thing that people do? Do people play Hierarch in that deck?
Yeah.
I played some Abzan, like, a month or two ago, and my experience was that the threat density was just too low for me. Like, I would lose all these games where I, like, drew a reasonable collection of lands and spells, but I just couldn't cause my opponent to die. And then, like, 4 turns later, they drew out on me and killed me because I just, like, cast one creature and they passed it. And I was like, well, a lot of thought seizes, like...
Do you think our opponent's doing the math to see what they should do?
Who knows what they should do? Here's a question. Why did he tap his Ornithopter and not tap his Blakemoth Nexus when he could have dealt 1 point of damage to us?
That's a good question.
I think that Stony Silence is better, but I'm not certain. So, is our opponent dead?
No. They're at 15.
Well, I mean, we have a lot of damage. We currently have... we have 10 power on the board, so no, is the answer to that.
What do you want to do?
Are we dead?
Didn't do the math, but...
He has 10 artifacts. Can put...
And it's +1 from Pest, right? So...
He has 4 power plus 8 artifacts, so he has 12 showing next turn, is that correct?
Yeah.
Because he just bangs with... Oh no, I guess Blinkmoth is 2 as well.
Yeah.
So it's 6 plus 7, so he's showing 13.
So we're not dead.
I think it's 13. So I don't think it's right for us to cast Reflector Mage pre-combat. So I think we should just cast Champion and then not attack with Hierarch. That's my read. I don't know how you feel about that.
I'm fine with that. So we should attack with these 3.
Yeah.
And see what our opponent does.
I think there is some world in which he blocks here, which would be amazing for us. But like
with Nexus?
With whatever.
Yes, if our opponent drops Galv Blast, we die. We can't do much about that.
All right.
So now the question is, if he's doing this, what are we going to do, second main?
Yeah. Let's find out what he's up to. I mean, probably casting Reflector Mage is the answer, but I don't know.
So...
Ooh, Regeneration Shield. Interesting.
The issue with casting Reflector is it gives him free license to just module onto Vault Scourge.
Right, but I'm not. Well, I guess that's kind of good against us currently.
If he just puts 100 counters on a Vault Scourge next turn,
Okay, so
after we've used.
you want to just pass here and
Yes.
like, okay, I'm on board. Let's do it.
I also would have just made a 3/3 Ravager instead of regenning our
Yeah, I
Ravager.
don't really understand what he was doing there, but that's whatever. Ooh, that's not great for us.
That's kind of bad.
Are we dead? It seems like we might be dead.
I didn't do the math. I don't think we are, but because Ravager and Master sort of cancel each other out.
All right, we will take this amount that we take.
Actual issue is we're gonna have a hard time killing him, and he still has his Ravager.
It's one blocker, and we have. All right, things are not looking great.
That's not what we wanted to draw. I'm not actually sure there was a good draw step in our deck. I think we're just going to die to Ravager now. Because 1, 2, 3, 4 net damage. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're just dead on board. I guess we can try bluffing. I guess we could.
We're just dead, right? Yeah.
Well, what's the most likely way we can get our opponent to mess up?
I don't think it's realistically possible. Like, probably.
Just hope he blocks and does the Poems modular incorrectly.
I don't think you can.
How could he even block wrong? Like, the thing is, we have two
Yeah,
4/4s
I-
and a
like,
1/1.
we
You just
can't
put 8/8
attack
on
unless we
this
cast-
and 3/3
You
on
can't attack
that.
unless we cast Reflector Mage. And I think you just have to Mage's Master and hope that he like plays like a huge baby because we have like Hierarch up.
Yeah, that's the conclusion I was coming to, but I was trying
But
to.
I mean, I think realistically we just never win this game.
Yep, I agree with
Because
that.
this is like how the matchup feels against Affinity. They like do some stuff. You're like, that doesn't matter. But if you draw a real card, we die. And then they draw a real card and you die.
Yep, but I was just seeing if there was some way that our opponent would mess up.
Yeah, I would attack with all of my not hierarch creatures.
Is it aggro for an Infinity player to GL HF? No,
Nah, it's totally fine.
it's fine. I mean, why would that be aggro? It's just whatevs.
There he goes. There goes my hero.
Man, Arcbound Ravager. What a good card. I'm not going to attack with this 2/2. Actually,
I would.
I guess if we're planning on him being scared, we should attack with our 2/2.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should just attack with our 2/2 because if by some miracle he doesn't kill us, then we just want to have dealt the most damage next turn. And like,
Agreed. Yes, that is definitely agreed. And hopefully, somehow our opponent just does something that doesn't make any sense, but that's not very likely.
yeah, I think we're basically dead. I mean, I would have conceded this game already, I think, but this is like whatever. We want to grind out our like five, like 5.
0.05% equity.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, but my English doesn't work. Or 0.05%, then you know that's fine.
There goes my hero. Yeah, that was a good line. But we're so close to killing him. He's at 4.
Yeah, he's almost dead. Sure.
Curses. I think that means he will try to kill us because he can't afford to play around anything anyways. Actually, that's not even true. I think he could afford to play around things, but let's see if he does.
Look, both teams have played hard. Our draw wasn't even bad. Like,
Draw wasn't great.
that's fine. I think that we should block his Ravager and pass priority.
1,
See
2,
what-
3, 4,
see what he
5,
thinks.
6, 7. Man, he's showing 7 on board too. He doesn't even have to go all in that much.
Well, he has to sacrifice his Ravager. We actually win this game if we have a path, but I mean,
But he
You don't.
knows that this deck doesn't play Path generally, so.
he might not.
I mean, he's committed to not playing around Path by this point.
It does seem likely.
What if he targets the Summoning Sick Pest?
That seems likely.
Darn.
Alright. Resolves.
Okay, now we've died.
You should cast Nature's Flame. So yeah, 2 Stonies, 2 Dismembers, a bunch of gold cards, also the Renegades.
I think Dark Confidant can leave our deck.
No, I would take out all of your Thalias. I would probably leave Mayor of Averbrook in your deck.
Oh, because we're trying to like kill our opponent.
Yeah, I just like want to make him dead. I would not cut those cards. I would cut, I think, 2 mages and
So 2 mages and a freebooter then?
Yeah, I think so. Like, freebooter is bad, mage is bad, like, Mare is not great, Bob is okay. Like, Bob is okay because in this matchup, either they're hitting you for 9 or they're, like, hitting you for 2. And if they're hitting you for 9, you probably lose anyway. It's like a matchup where your cards are of extremely variable value, so just drawing a bunch of them is good. It's possible. 4 Bob seems like kind of a lot. Yeah, I think that this is what I would submit.
Freebooter is reasonable because their deck is a bunch of 1/1 fires.
Right. Like, the purpose of Freebooter is to block Signal Pest and to block...
So, do we want 1 less mage then?
No, I want 3 Freebooters and 2 mages.
Okay.
Right, like, it blocks all their cards that aren't cards. And, like, there isn't... Ooh.
So, 18 out of 53.
How much of a man are you, Jarvis?
Well, I want to know, what do you keep?
I'm not sure.
Because Isaac, they deploy most of those cards before you play Thalia.
Because there's no world in which we get to cast Thalia before they cast those cards.
I'm not even sure. I mean, this is your call.
And an 18 outer.
No, it's not 18. Ziggurat's not an out.
Ooh, run a 15 outer?
14 outer. There's 19 lands. You have 1 in your hand.
Alright, let's mulligan.
Alright,
Okay.
I mean, keep.
I'm not sure this hand is better than our previous hand, but, like...
Ooh.
That's fine.
I don't believe the matchup is worse than 40-60.
I think game 1 it might be worse than 40-60. I don't think it's worse than 40-60 postboard. I think that's a pretty close hand. Like, I would keep that on the draw super fast. If that is a question. Deploy the Mantis.
It's like man riding horse.
No, it's not. Well, first of all, man on horse is Sidar Jabari, and it's nothing like Sidar Jabari. But woman on horse is a much mightier monster.
Is that Hero of Blade-Hold?
Yeah, I think that this is the worst matchup for this deck.
Huh. Ooh.
Well, hold on. You know that he has a welding jar in play, right?
Yeah, so I actually have to attack first, I think. Let's see if he blocks.
I understand what that means. I mean...
So do you just want to dismember the Overseer then? And freeboot him?
A little bit. I'm not even sure that I want to freeboot him.
Well... Oh, you want to play Lieutenant and dismember, is what you're saying?
Yeah, maybe. So, if we do that, he goes to that, and then... Is it insane to, like, just dismember his Vault Scourge?
Yes.
Alright.
That seems...
Whoa! God,
oh, fuck. Damn it. Alright, well... That option's off the table.
Attacking for 4. There's no way Burn is worse than Affinity. I think Burn is totally fine for you.
So do you want to freeboot now that we've...
Yeah, we probably have to freeboot now.
I kind of think that might have been better anyways, but...
It's possible.
Because then your board looks like multiple flyers that are big. Ooh. Alright.
So he has a galvanic blast he can't cast. I guess we have to take his plating.
Sounds right to me. And then we're going to dismember the Overseer, right?
Dude, your chat is actually insane. Yes. We have determined that Burn is an unwinnable matchup, and that people play enough of it that this deck is unplayable. We've gone through all the phases. We've concluded with science that it can't win, and we shouldn't play our deck.
Well, he's going to play Edge Champion, which we do not care about whatsoever. Actually, he might just play the Overseer, right? They might play the Overseer instead. Okay, so what happens... Yo, thanks for follow Dugongs.
So we can make him bin his welding jar, or we can...
Attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put him to 4. Then what happens next turn?
Well, as soon as Static Caster is about to get not great.
Kind of.
I think we probably would rather play the Thalia's Lieutenant as the determination I'm coming to. How do you feel about this?
I agree. So my plan is to play it off of these two.
Just cycle the Horizon Canopy is what should happen then.
Well, do we want to attack with this guy?
I don't think so.
That's what I was thinking about, but...
I mean, I don't see why we would.
Okay.
Like, I don't think we want to trade it for the welding jar.
Sure. Nope. So like this, right?
Yeah.
And just bang for 6.
Yeah, bang him for 6 and...
Hope we somehow win.
I mean, I don't think it's like somehow.
I think we're actually pretty far ahead, right?
Yeah, I think we're pretty far ahead.
He might actually just block and jar his Volt Scourge, right?
I mean, it's possible. Like, we'll see what's up.
Oh, Matt, if he doesn't activate the Overseer main phase, then Static Caster will be reasonable.
I mean, it depends when he activates. Like, if he doesn't activate until he has already blocked.
Good points, though. Good points. Well, we know his hand. It's,
Uno Momento.
Whoa. He did that. I mean, I agree, Matt. I don't think it's likely that our opponent would main phase activate. Well, this play somewhat baffling. We took the plating.
So what's happening here? We're just attacking him for 6 and like seeing what he does?
Yep.
Okay. Let's do that.
Presumably we're going to get to kill the Steel Overseer with Static Caster.
Don't we just kill his Bolt Scourge with Static Caster?
If we don't kill Steel Overseer, there's a chance the Nexuses get big enough to block all of our guys, I think.
I guess if he's just chump blocking with Bolt Scourge.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
like,
you're right.
God, you're supposed to be good at this game or something.
Look, someone's spam calling me. I'm a little distracted right now.
Oh, that sucks. Interesting, no blocks.
Alright, well, Take 6, go, I guess?
Yep. What if he's an actual lunatic? Alright, good.
I don't really understand how this happened, but I'm, like, glad that it did. Ooh, he turned off Metalcraft. Living the dream.
So our opponent still has Gallblast in hand and a bunch of Nexuses. I think we got him pretty good. Next turn we can attack with... Alright. Very well. We don't change anything, right? I believe we don't change anything.
You can take out Thalia 3 on the draw and put in more 2s if you want.
Alright. I guess it is a little bit worse on the draw. So we got some Mage.
Sure, 3rd Bob. That's also fine.
Nah.
I think I would put in 3rd Bob instead of Freebooter 4, probably. Yeah, Snapkeep.
Dang, opponent mulliganed. Plating does ruin our day. I don't understand what you're talking about. The plating was under Freebooter. Yo, thanks for following the Brendan Drury. Ooh. So, I think I'm going to play Hierarch and hope to draw a land.
1 sec. I assume that that's what you're doing. That's what I wanted to do before, but...
Well, then, do you think he'll take Stony Silence?
What the hell has happened to us?
We got Thoughtseized.
Sorry. 1 sec.
Yep. That seemed like a very likely outcome. I'm not even convinced that was that bad for us, frankly. Our opponent has 2 cards in hand. Could just Mantis Rider and attack. That might be the play, I think. It's 4 damage. The next turn, Hierarch.
What the hell's happening in this game? We got Thoughtseize. Do we know any of the cards in his hand?
No, he has 2 cards left.
So the question we're determining between is cast Champion and another card or cast Mantis Rider and bang him?
I think I like Mantis, but...
Why?
I mean, it's 4 damage. Or what do you want to do? Play Champion and Mayor?
Is Mayor 2 points of damage better than Noble Hierarch? Probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like see a reason that you need to get the 4 in here. I think that playing the Champion will deal more than 4 damage.
Okay. So you want Champion and Mayor.
Mayor. And then... I think I'd rather cast the...
So you want to play the Hierarch and attack for 2?
Yeah, just cast the Mayor. That's fine.
Okay.
So what happened in this game? We kept the 1-land Ziggurat hand, and then we drew Stony Silence and cast Hierarch, and then he Thoughtseized us? That's what happened?
That's exactly what happened. I assume our opponent's going to play some, 3 that may or may not be bad for us.
Maybe he will cast Whip Flare.
That would kill 2 of our things? No, that would kill 3 of our things?
Yeah, it would kill all of our things. Alright. Well, it's time to ride the Mantis.
So, interestingly, if you really want to attack first here, you can. Because if he blocks. Oh no, he has 4 artifacts, never mind.
Yeah, I mean,
That,
if that worked, then we would 100% do it, but it
yeah, never
doesn't,
mind.
so we shouldn't.
Being a goof. I hope our opponent doesn't have plating behind.
I mean, you can take a turn off to mage, but the problem is that you still lose all the other cards that you haven't maged.
Agreed. Actually, there is also a universe where we can somehow beat the plating by killing with Mantis Riders.
It's going to be a little bit tough, but, I mean, maybe. That one we can beat.
If our opponent literally does not have a payoff card, it's actually pretty good for us. Bad news, Bears.
So that's for 6? 7? 7?
It might be 8 if he activates Nexus.
It's 7 if he activates Nexus, right? If we get 6 artifacts in play, plus a Nexus.
Interesting. Ooh, no attacks. That is not what I would have done.
Right, but the plating is 7 damage is the point here. So, Can we kill him? I want to kill him. Is that allowed? It doesn't look like it's allowed. He has 1 blocker, and we have... So he has to block that.
I think we're going to slowly...
Probably not, right?
I don't think we're allowed to attack.
I don't know about that. So... If we murderize this guy and we bang him with everything, he takes 6. And if we murderize this guy and we don't bang him with everything, he still takes 6. Goes to 7.
Yeah.
The problem is that, like, attacking is never going to get any better, right? Like, He's going to have instant speed equip mana up next turn. So, like, we're never going to be able to attack again. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to attack this turn.
Okay.
But attacking with the ground guys doesn't do anything, right? Because
Right.
It's just the same as the Exalted triggers. So.
Yes.
Alright, so we just cast all our cards, dismember a stupid thing, and bang him for the max.
Guess it doesn't matter how I tap, really. What are we going to mage? I kind of think we actually should mage Galvanic Blast by this point.
Really?
What do you want to mage?
I mean, Ravager's pretty bad, right?
I mean, aren't Ravager and Plating basically identical?
I guess they sort of are. Yeah, you want to mage? They have 4 blasts?
Yes.
Okay, I'm down for blast.
I mean, Vault Scourge is bad too, but there's just so many things that are bad for us.
Well, like, his life total is low enough that we are fairly close to just banging him with all our creatures. Which is our plan, basically. Like, okay, so he has 3 blockers. He blocks our 3 biggest things, so he's not currently dead. However, we can
Lieutenant!
still here if we want to. Alright, well.
Well, I'm going to cycle that one.
Yeah. Probably not worth casting that. So now the question is, do we want to trade our Mantis Rider for his Ornithopter? Also, if we attack... What happens if we just attack with all 3 of our guys?
These 3?
Yeah, he, like, trades with Mantis Rider, blocks and takes 3? Is that accurate?
Yes.
Do we want to do that?
And then we flip this, get a... Oh, we don't get a wolf yet.
He goes to 4...
What happens if we attack with Mayor as well?
Yeah, what happens if we just jam with everything? Let's go back. Let's go backwards. What happens if we jam with everything?
He blocks this
block,
here,
block.
this here.
He'd go to 1? I don't think he's going to block like that. I think he has to block the Mantis Rider and bounce off the champion. And then he takes... It seems like we should jam with everyone, I think.
Yeah, I think so,
that
too.
we just accept that outcome.
Yep. So...
I don't think he's allowed to block not Mantis Rider with his Ornithopter here. Yeah, I think these are like... I think he has to jump 3/3 probably.
Oh, Pest doesn't have to block, obviously, but...
I think it basically has to. I don't think he can expect to win this game if he takes 6 and goes to 1.
Chom's champion eats mage. How's that an eat? Oh, he could do that. No, it's... Oh, if you move the plating?
Well, yeah, that's never happening.
Yeah, that's not good.
Like, we are 100% okay with him double jumping and killing our meddling mage.
Yeah. That I don't think that play actually makes sense.
I think this is the correct one. And then I expect we will... If he goes to 1, I guess we don't want to flip our mare. Okay, so he's going to go to 1. That's going to be dead. So we probably want to cast our Vial so it doesn't flip, right?
Right. The thing is, he could just not...
Yeah, he can not cast a spell, but then, like, then he hasn't cast a spell, which is probably good for us. Yeah, I think we just cast it.
Almost 200 viewer hype? That'd be gas. Oh, 175.
The old end step equip. Oldest trick in the book.
I mean, it's correct for him to do. If he draws a second plating, we lose. Right? Well, that's not plating.
Probably, right? It's 1, 2, 3, and then he taps to animate. And
yeah, it would be plenty lethal.
It'd be Xaxes, wouldn't it? Because he needs, like, the 3 lands, and he needs to tap the land to animate to make it 16.
194. I don't know, man. I stopped doing math.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Affinity is it's also very hard to play. And it's played mostly by people who can't play Magic.
Yes, so, he was supposed to swing with Champ the first turn. He had plating champion.
We've done it!
Ooh.
We're unstoppable.
I'm Skyping with my good friend, Adam Ragsdale, a.k.a. A winner is you.
No champions of the parish expert.
You're a champion of attacking, that's for sure.
I don't know. I've played a lot of champions of the parish. And I've played a lot of Thalia's Lieutenant, too.
Run Darksteel can confirm half-played Affinity do not know how to play Magic otherwise. I'm going to pretend that DST stands for Darksteel because it makes it funnier.
He runs that shit, man. He's the king of Arcman Ravager. I don't know, we've put up a pretty good showing with this on stream. I've been on stream for you playing. This is about to be match number 15. We've won 13 of them and lost 1 of them. And in that match, we elected to lose one of our games.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It was also against Affinity.
Ooh, registration for Toronto is up.
Ooh, is it? For Modern?
I'll link it to you. You're all over that, like...
Should I book a flight?
Book a flight for the town you live in?
Maybe I want to fly downtown. You don't know how it is.
Oh, this match is for the 10-0 tonight. Dude, Mike, this deck has so many decisions about which order do you play your creatures in.
This deck is actually hard, and people who say that it's not are just big stupids. That's how it works.
I'm personally not going to Oklahoma City, but my compatriot is.
50% of us will be in Oklahoma City. The picture of a cat with a hat on its head will be in Oklahoma City.
Will you be dressed as a cat in a hat?
Oh yeah. I'm stepping in for Sea Sparkle Run. Noted meta joke.
It is a meta joke right now. Sort of a sad meta joke, but it is a meta joke.
I think the TTC is fine. I mean, like, every public transit system is bad if you don't have any experience with it.
Ooh, we have a match. Yes. Seems like this is a really easy keep.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, like if you know how the TTC works, the TTC is actually great. Also, if you don't live in like Richmond Hill or Vaughan or something.
Sequencing creatures, sequencing land, same difference.
Not at all same difference.
Wow, Spanky! Jeez!
What you should do after we 10-0 today, you should play Coast File, obviously. After we actually, yeah, we should play Coast File. After you 10-0 today, tomorrow you should stream Humans by yourself, and then we should compare the records.
No sale! No sale!
Like, how does it go?
No sale! Oh, appears to be a burn deck. Now we can shut all of the haters up, right?
I actually haven't played this matchup, so I'm looking forward to it. It seems unreal that I haven't played this matchup after like 75 matches or whatever, but...
So do we want the counter on Lieutenant or on Hierarch? Probably Lieutenant, right?
Yeah, probably Lieutenant. I think that we would rather he kill our Lieutenant, so I think we'd rather put it on the Lieutenant.
Exactly. That was also my reasoning.
I mean, we shouldn't activate this main phase. But
oh, crap.
This is the world we're living in now.
Yep. Burn's a horrible matchup, just skip it up now. Okay, well, we have no box. It's another Reflector Mage?
The Case Reflector Mage.
Spoiler, I think we should cast one of these.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, the alternative is to cast 3-2, which is almost only going to die.
I mean, they're both going to die, but this one at least removes a goblin from play. You respond to the trigger, you get counters on both. Correct. We've learned a thing.
What? Did I miss something?
Well, I mean, the relevant part is that I miss a thing. So if we cast Thales Lieutenant and put counters on things, trigger on the stack, and then we violate our Noble Hierarch, we have a 2-2 and a 1-2. Is what we've learned.
Should we just cast Reflector attack for 3?
Yes.
Yeah, I think this is obviously correct. And then Violin Thalia?
Probably Thalia.
When do we vial it in is the actual question.
I actually did not know that and had not thought of that, which is weird because I've played a lot of Thales Lieutenant. I guess I'd never played it with Ether Vial before.
Why would I Mage Rift Bolt? That seems horrendous.
Because he suspended a Rift Bolt last turn.
Oh, did he? Oh, I didn't even see that.
Sorry, I need to text a client here. Give me a sec.
Give you a sec. That was hard. You have to tap it to the right. You sure do, Baldridge. You sure do. Yes, not like this. Or that's a fail fish, apparently. Anyways, I think I'm just going to vial it in response to... Ooh, that's not good.
We've died. Man, we played this game really badly. That's disappointing. I'm going to blame the ongoing conversations I'm having with people. The Thales Lieutenant thing I straight up did not know about, though. That is a little bit embarrassing.
So we should activate now? Yes.
Sure.
And hope we're not dead somehow.
I can't imagine the world that we're not dead in, but I'm willing to live in this make-believe world in which we are not dead. I mean, he's got 3 cards and 2 are Goblin Guides, right? So we're probably not completely dead. All right.
Oh, so his hand's 2 Goblin Guides, right?
Yeah, you should probably not go to 3 on those files.
You mean 4?
Yeah, 4, whatever.
Do we just mage Goblin Guide and attack for...
I think you should not mage Goblin Guide with the Thalian play. That's my read.
Oh, never mind.
Should you draw a card with your Horizon Canopy, is the question?
Probably.
Probably, right?
Yeah.
All right. So now we need to decide what the most likely card for him to kill us with.
So
he hasn't cast Searing Blaze. He probably has 4 of those, right?
I would probably name that one.
Do they? Well, I mean, there's a bunch of them, right? There's
Boros Charm, Searing Blaze.
4 Boros Charms? Yeah. And do they play 4 Helixes?
They play 2 Helix. Only
okay,
2.
So it's like some 4 of the kills us, Searing Blaze or Boros Charm?
Yeah.
Alright. Fire it in there.
Like, we're literally flipping coins, right? Both Blaze and Charm are 4-ofs. I mean, like...
Let's name Searing Blaze. Unless you wish to name Boros Charm, in which case, I accept that too.
What? I don't believe people play only 2 Searing Blaze in their main deck. I guess I will check real quick, but that seems really not that likely.
I got tricked playing a match earlier today where I looked up the aggregated deck list of Jeskai Geist on MTG Goldfish to see if they had a copy of Supreme Verdict in the main deck, and they said that they didn't. And then, even though I was certain he had just drawn Searing Verdict, and then I made some other card and then died when he verdicted me.
Oh. How did you manage that?
So, this comes up pretty commonly. It hasn't come up when we're streaming, but, when you're playing Jeskai and they have a Geist in play, and then they just attack you, you can Vial in a Mage during combat and name Supreme Verdict, and they always lose, is basically how it works.
Interesting. I'm gonna name Searing Blaze.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. But, that comes up a lot, where you're just, playing Jeskai, and they just, turn their hand face up in combat to get damage, and then you just Vial in a Mage and they lose the game.
That's pretty nice. I can't wait for us to, lose to something that...
It would be pretty sweet if you Boros Charmed us here. What is this? A Rift Bolt? Resolves. Also resolves. Alright. So, Kambal, Woolly Thokdar, and...
These should exit our deck.
Yeah, probably. What is the last magical card for us to cut? Thalia, probably?
Which one?
The 3-mana one. The one that's bad.
Man, he drew the worst card in his deck. One of the worst cards.
If we had... Yeah, I think if we had played the Mage, we would have won that game super easily. We just played the Mage on Rift Bolt, like Scott said.
No, Thalia won you that game.
I think this is how I would sideboard.
We don't have a lot of choices.
The
classic hand.
Yeah.
The old classic that we have to put back in our deck.
Snap off the million. I have kept Ziggurat Vial.
I do not believe you can keep that one.
Yeah, that's not a good one. I kept
Do we keep this?
The bottom. No, it goes in the bottom. I kept Ziggurat Vial Hierarch Champion 2-drop something earlier today, and I got Inquisition, and he just snapped off my Vial. Oh, we should have left it. What an idiot. Oh, we drew this Aether Vial. Everything is miserable.
Shrug. Couldn't cast it, because that's what my deck does. If he had just not fetched to play the...
What an idiot. Should have left that land on top. I think we should put that land on the bottom, but you know.
Ooh.
Yeah, card's pretty good against us. Double Hierarch, eh?
What are the chances the Noble Hierarch survives?
Well, I mean, obviously low.
So, am I doing the cute trick or not? Probably not.
I think we just I think we just put Thalia into play.
Let him
and
kill
accept that he can kill it, yeah?
Yeah. That's fine. It spends, like, some of his time to do that. Oh, yeah, he even has to do it upkeep, otherwise the Rift Bolt costs one more. Yo, thanks for a follow.
That's why.
Yeah, you right, fam. You right. Yeah, but we would always violin the Reflector Mage.
And I hope we get to draw land here. Well, I guess, like, drawing a spell is fine.
How about that spell?
That's not the best spell for us to draw.
Yes, now he knows we know the trick.
I don't even know if we're allowed to do it.
I don't think we're actually going to do it.
Yeah, I think we have to cast Reflector Mage.
On Grim Lavamancer, right?
Slightly less good, but...
Man, Grim Lavamancer is a hell of a card in this matchup.
So I guess we just go to 2, cast Reflector on his Grim Lavamancer, and then pass and hope that he Rift Bolts our 2/3, and we can put a counter on it in response, and somehow that's good enough.
Yes to all these things.
That's my plan.
He knows we drew Noble Hierarch as well. Ooh, is he gonna Lightning Bolt our Noble Hierarch?
Maybe.
Alright, he didn't. There's like almost no chance he Rift Bolts our Reflector Mage when we're 11, right?
Really? I don't know. I think it's, like, pretty reasonable. I mean, he could also reasonably not, but I think it depends on his hand. Like,
okay. Apparently you're just smarter.
I mean, there's also a lot of worlds where it just doesn't matter that we do this. Yeah, and, like, has that, and then, like, we're sad, but...
That makes me very sad.
I think we have to take it. I don't think we can put our guy in the graveyard. It's just shitty, but leave it at 2, I think.
Okay.
Maximum overpunish. So...
Mantis Rider attack for 5.
We have to cast Mantis Rider. It's probably not worth a point of damage to cast Hierarch, right?
Right.
So we probably just... I think we Violin Freebooter first, because I think we're going to attack with both, because we need to get him dead as fast as possible.
Just to see his hand?
No, to put a counter on our Thalia's Lieutenant, so we can attack for 6.
Okay.
And I mean, if we're going to cast him in, then we should do it now, right? Like,
yeah. Let's just hope our opponent's hand is bad somehow.
It's not that bad.
So we take this Helix?
Yeah, we take Helix.
And then we cast this... So if we... Now we can, like... We actually have perfect info. So if we cast the Mantis Rider and bang for 6, he goes to 10. And then he casts this Mancer and passes. And next turn we have... Yeah, this is just not great all around, right? But, like...
But we have to take Helix, obviously.
Well, yeah, that's certainly happening.
6
I mean,
is...
it's one Lavamancer activation instead of 2. Given
yeah, 6 versus 5 is very relevant. Because this is 5 damage.
If we just cast everything, we attack for 7, and he goes to 9, and then we have block. I don't think it's better. I think you just cast the Mantis Rider and attack for 6.
Agreed. 6 damage is a lot of damage.
I mean, I think we're very likely to lose, but we were very likely to lose last game, and we didn't lose, so we'll see how it works for us.
Oh my god, it's skull crack. Do we go to 3?
I think so, yeah. Because we're gonna, like, draw with Horizon Canopy. Alright, well, draw with Horizon Canopy. Alright. So...
Attack for 7. Play Hierarch, say go.
Is that better than attacking for 5 in the air?
Oh, I guess that's actually better, yeah.
It's not, right? Like,
right.
We should just... Yeah.
Ooh, this is 7, though.
What?
We could attack for 8?
What are you talking about?
We could attack for 8.
I'm so confused. But isn't he just not dead next turn if we do that? Like... I think that we should attack for 5.
How are we Daub if we don't attack with all? He has Skullcrack and a mystery card.
Yeah, that I don't understand.
Like, we took Lightning Helix.
I mean, we're dead to a point of damage, but we're
dead to a point of damage. Hold on. The issue is, he can Lava Mancer a guy get Helix back.
Ah, yeah.
So we actually have to attack with all.
Well, we're just... Shit anyway, right? We just can't beat that no matter what.
Oh, I'm going to see what he does. Attacking with this doesn't do anything, right?
Yeah, it does. Alright.
Yeah. So our opponent's all to play.
Alright, well, he didn't cast a card.
Yep.
For reasons that are unclear to me. So we're still at 6. Because he didn't Skullcrack his end of turn.
So we should have lost, but...
Somewhat unclear exactly what's happening here. I mean, we might still lose, right? Like...
Right.
Ooh.
I vote we cast this card.
Man, if we lose this game that we would have won by leaving our Violet too, it's going to be super sad.
Well, if that happens, I will just blame you.
Yeah, it was probably my fault.
How does this keep happening?
And that's
Oh!
that's how you do it. Just have your opponents forget what their cards are.
Alright. I'm gonna... do you want to stay for the exciting chest opening? A few chest openings?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's fine.
Brendan McKay, I will open a chest, but you should resub, bro.
Dude,
Put that good Twitch Prime to reuse.
None of your opponents know how to cast their cards.
It's true.
Oh! Did we win?
I don't know. I actually don't know anymore. Oh, I shouldn't spoil it in chat for people. That's so mean.
Yeah, I mean, we should have lost the Burn guy and we should have lost the Affinity guy, right? Probably.
Yes.
We should have won game 1, though, against the Burn guy, right? Like, if we had just played like not an idiot and cast our Meddling Mage, we should have won game 1. So we, like, should have been going to 3 against the Burn guy on the play, which I think is, like, about 50%. I think we should have lost the Affinity guy, though. I'm not certain exactly how, but the games felt like if he played correctly.
By the way, that chest was above expectation.
Alright, we've done it.
This chest is slightly below expectation.
Yeah, chests are like 2.5, right?
I don't remember that. You know.
I mean, I think there's no universe in which Burn is worse than Affinity.
We won game 1, we played bad, but Adam was saying we should have won even more, essentially.
Like, if both players played correctly, we should have won game 1.
What the hell is this card?
Probably should have lost game 2.
Oh, right. This is a card people loved and it was not very good. This card was bad.
It does look like a card that is bad.
What app is this? This is Magic Online.
Dude, Stormtide Leviathan was pretty sick. It was pretty hard to beat in that core set.
Yes, it was. Oh, man. We won all of the matches. Adam, all of them. Oh, we're above expectation.
30 play points and a first pick? Sick.
What's our first pick?
The Magma Spray? Hello? Listen,
Fine.
I'm a certified expert at that draft format because you passed me into an 03, so...
Wait, that is true. You 03 at that draft. Ooh, Pyro Monster swap.
Yeah, they used to be played in Storm, right?
Yes, with Grape Shot, it would deal so much damage.
Yeah.
That's true. Seeker 42 has a good point. I would first pick 30 play points over Magma Spray.
Yeah, I mean, me too. That's where, it's because we're Moto Grinders, though. The classic Moto PC, my rare. 3 tickets? Never passed.
Oh, this is 1.5 tickets.
I don't know. I feel like we're running okay.
Yeah, we're a little bit above expectations still, I think. Ooh, that I don't think that's good anymore. But
I mean, that card is certainly unplayable, but like, God, we are an unboxing stream. We've been an unboxing stream the whole time.
yes. Oh, Sixth Revolution's actually like 2 tickets. That's fine. 200 IQ. I don't know what that means, Elfman Dingo. Don't know what that means.
Is Elfman Dingo?
I suspect it's who you think it is.
I don't know who it is, but I played a guy named Elf Kid or something like that.
Not the same person.
On Moto yesterday, and then he was playing humans, and I told him I was disappointed in the chat because I still haven't played against elves, but it was just the humans mirror, which I will say is really miserable. What the hell even is that?
It's the Commander Planeswalker.
Great.
All right, good night, Noble Hierarch. Thanks for tuning in.
Good night, friends.
Now we do have a commander. We do in fact
how many matches did we punt, or how many games did we punt away? I think it was just 2, right?
It was 2.
It was the one against... we tried to punt against Burn and we failed, and then we succeeded in punting against Black-White. Is that correct?
This is 15 tickets?
I don't know.
If it's 15 tickets, that is great. Very
and a conviction.
Wow, no, it's like 8 tickets actually. 8.44.
Still great.
Oh no, this is the prize pack one? It's actually 93 cents.
Less great?
Never mind. I was so excited for a second. Someone tricked me.
So excited.
Yeah. That's obviously the treasure chest one. 2 tickets and a first pick.
And a Spire Patrol.
This card was really messed up.
I think I have never cast that card somehow.
I had 5 in one draft deck once.
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, it's not like I didn't draft that format.
Ooh, Chandra Noir.
But that's not worth anything.
It's not. We 10-0'd.
The classic 10-0.
The classic 10-0, aka...
How many games did we lose?
In this one...
Just go to account. Go to account and game history. Hey, look at that constructed. We're over 1,800. Living the dream. We lost 3 games.
1, 2, 3. And one of them was definitely a punt. 2 of them might have been punts, actually.
The classic 20-3 in games. Deck seems unplayable.
Magic Alliance not that cheap, if you're asking.
It costs infinite and is terrible.
Temporal Adept?
Oh man, Temporal Adept was broken. Back when Temporal Adept was a card.
Yep. Your Tron land's back in your hand. Wait, your Chonland's back in your hand.
I didn't mean it constructed. I meant like sometimes your opponent would just cast a 3-mana 1/1 unlimited and then spend all of their mana using it next turn, and you'd be like, well, that's unbeatable.
Watsy needed a product to drive players away. Oh man, these chests are. Wow, this.
Ooh.
Wait, is that worth
was
anything?
an impressively bad one.
Actually, that might be worth something on Earth. We have to check. It's from Urza's Legacy, right? 91 cents. Not the worst, but not the best.
I still take Ambuscade over it. 91 cents is below the line.
What's the line? A ticket?
Yeah, like 1.5.
Oh,
Ooh,
Ben's favorite card!
card!
This is literally Ben's favorite card! Calling 9, I'm sorry to hear that. Congrats on your win, though.
I don't know if I have ever opened a chest. I just have no interest in such a thing.
Kuro Pitlord. That was Ben's favorite card. For God knows what reason.
What happens when I earn 32 chests? I sell them. Earn 70 tickets or whatever.
Junior's Kite? Ooh. Also a classic of Kamigawa block.
Noted formerly playable Magic card in the embarrassing time, Journeyer's Kite.
Kai played forward in his Pro Tour deck for that PT.
Deck was not very good.
What the heck is this?
It appears to be Prosh, Sky Raider of Care. Next question.
Prosh, Sky Raider of Care. Beacon of Tomorrows? That's a thing.
Bacon of Tomorrows.
Bacon of Tomorrows. Bacon of Tomorrows is nice.
Bacon of Destruction. Prosh. Bacon of Creation. Bacon of Immortality.
Prosh is 67 cents. We beat Burn in our last round. Despite
easiest
playing buffoonishly. Moreland Haunt, a classic of Blue White Delver.
Moreland Haunt was so sweet.
Yes, our Burn opponent literally did not cast a spell that would have killed us.
In the match of us versus Burn opponent, we definitely played better. We at least cast a card every turn. We might have failed to evaluate which was the best.
Ooh, chain reaction.
Cast one. We tried. We tried every turn, and some turns we failed. But every turn, we tried to identify the best one.
Yes, our opponent failed to end stuff a Skullcrack that would have killed us.
I hope we're keeping track of how much we opened. So far, it's feeling like about 20 tickets.
We're definitely down by this point.
No question. I mean, we would have gotten to play another game. I think that was probably correct.
I think the Rift Bowling the 2-3 was actually fine by that point.
Yeah, if he just didn't have any stuff, then he just needs... What the hell is that?
Don't you remember Maze's End? You have to activate 30 mana. It's very similar to Dark Depths, except you can't cheat.
It's Dark Gate Depths?
Dark Gate Depths! Dark Gate Depths! Maze's End and Dark Depths are basically the same card.
Alright, good stuff. 10 tickets and 50 tickets. Let's carry on.
It is similar to Dark Depths in a lot of ways.
I think I played 2 Magic events in Gatecrash Limited, and one of them was a pre-release, and the other one was a Grand Prix that I spent 35 hours on a Greyhound to and from.
Yes, you can support me by doing that. Thank you,
Jarvis Clap is a pretty strong emote.
Why is it not opening? Why?
Jarvis, you're cut off. It's not allowed.
What's going on?
You're cut off. Jarvis, you have a gambling problem.
Yes, have you heard of Twitch Prime? Maybe I have to relog.
You heard the good news.
What? I'm gonna try relogging because apparently
it's important that we be able to light all this money on fire. So we're gonna try and try everything that we can to light this money on fire.
Sometimes they don't open after you lose so much money. Good beats. Definitely good beats. Dude, people love watching people open treasure chests.
Dude, cat.png is a solid PNG. I would say easily in the top 1%. Those might be phantom chests.
I hope it just didn't. Okay, good. It didn't open the chest.
I really enjoy phantom chests. This is what you don't get. What the hell is that?
Don't you remember this card?
Oh, I've never seen it in my entire life.
It's from BFC.
Yeah, apparently it was like standard legal 6 months ago.
Oh, you make people follow or sell for chest openings? That would have been so smart. I should have done that.
Jarvis is not very good at winning matches when I'm not here. I believe is what's happening. I've been here for 15 matches. We've won 14 of them. Our rating has gone all the way up to 1801.
They also give you better luck.
Dude, Scott's just a better human in every way. Just 100% superior. Uh-oh. We've lost him.
What? I had to answer that. Answer a Facebook message. It was an important one.
Was it why are you opening these chests?
Oh, 10 points.
Oh yeah, can we open complete sets now? Is that live? Yeah, Death Pins is already running, idiot. Why would you do this?
Good question.
You got some sassy apps.
They are very sassy.
Spicy meatball.
What?
Another card I've never seen in my life. The rarity is a little box. Goad all creatures I don't control. All right, good.
Oh, you know this one well.
Yeah, Runechanter's Pike and I go back, but
Disrupt, Decorum, Runechanter's Pike. These chests are really not treating me well. Ooh, 10 play points and a first pick and a medium card.
I'd be like kind of unhappy to first pick Fire Cannon Blast. Like I'd do it, but
ooh, I think this is worth something.
It's probably worth like $5. I was really impressed by how expensive that card was. I bought 1 or 2 of them in Vegas this year, and it was a lot of dollars.
That's a Magic 2011 one. It's 11 tickets. We're doing it, boys.
Woo. We've surpassed whatever the hell it was we opened that was 10 tickets. Visions or something?
You have white bordered Leyline of the Void. Aaron W. Kent, it's too late. Well, we have to make people happy. People love... This card was so bad.
I mean, I would snap sold all these chests.
And you have...
Well, so far the number of tickets we set on fire is what's 32 times 2.5? It's 64 plus 16? 16? Yeah. So 78?
We haven't opened 32 chests yet.
8.
I've never seen that card. It's kind of a big one. Is this Patron of the Nizumi? No, it's Patron of the something I've never heard of.
Yeah, it's another rarity box. Or set box, I guess.
The treasure set box.
Round up. 1 million tickets.
1 million tickets.
We just open all your sealed product. Open these 5 boosters of Ixalan and build ourselves a sealed deck.
It's not even a sealed deck. Godsire and Shinka.
Are those a combo? Is Godsire legendary?
Yes, of course it's a... Oh, wait.
No, it's not, right?
Wait, what the heck? Why isn't it legendary?
What is it? First you have 1 Godsire, and then you have 2 Godsires, and then you have, like 70 beasts.
Constructed playable
Bing, like... Bing like whines forever and then takes a million years to buy them.
Prince of Thralls. I am getting roasted by these chests. It's not that pleasant.
That happens every time. I've cast Godsire at least once. Man, you only have those? What happened to all your garbage sealed product?
I filtered it to sealed product.
Yeah, but didn't you used to have like a million stupid boosters of sets?
Oh no, I got rid of all of them. They were making my moto load too slowly.
Yeah, that's fair. I used to have like 10 sets of OLS, because remember the first time they put Cube online, they paid out OLS, and then it like all tanked to like 70 cents a pack.
Alright, well, we're out of chests to crack.
So, we've determined that we're better at playing Magic than at opening chests.
Yes, that is one way of putting it.
And we're not great at playing Magic, so...
So we're just kind of dumb all around.
Yeah. That's what we do. We get in the car.
Alright.
Make a horrible noise.
I mean, this was fun. The opening chest part was less fun, but, you know, we did it anyways, because...
Alright. Good fights, Jarvis.
Alright.
I hope everyone enjoyed themselves. I had fun.
Yep.
Adios. Make sure to play Humans yourself tomorrow so we can compare notes.
No, that's not happening.
See you later.
See ya. Alright. I'm going to take off as well, but it was a good night, y'all. And here you go.